Welcome to the Dice Tower Summer Spectacular, featuring live plays, contests, and the Dice Tower Awards. We'd like to thank our sponsors and our special guests, and we hope that you enjoy.
Everybody, I'm Tom Vassell.
I'm Camilla Cleghorn.
I'm Mike DeLisio.
I'm Austin Harrison.
Welcome to the fourth and final day of the Summer Spectacular. Ooh. And we've saved a big game for last here.
Yeah.
This game is currently on Kickstarter. Well, actually, the game and its newest expansion. First expansion?
Yeah, first set expansions, yeah.
Moonrakers. And Austin's here from...
Ivy Studio.
So it is IV, because we often have argued whether it was 4 or IV.
It happens. It's not uncommon at all.
So there's this mega box here behind me. So what is this box exactly?
Yeah, so that's the Titan Edition. It's our big box that holds all the new expansions and basically anything we've ever made or probably will make for Moonrakers. And yeah, my favorite part is this action tray that holds all the cards that are out all over the table.
The cover is gorgeous.
Thank you.
I love that cover. It's really pretty.
Yeah.
I like it.
It's very striking in like a subtle way. It's like a subtle strike.
Speaking of subtle, I tell you what, I would love an opportunity to win this game.
Like yesterday,
I agree, Mike. Folks, there's a contest where you can win a copy of that box we just hitherto mentioned that was subtly illustrated. 2 copies of this worldwide. All you have to do to enter this contest is to email us at contest@dicetower.com. In the subject line, put the word shard. In the body, put how happy you feel today.
Oh, like on a scale of 1 to 10? Or
On a scale of 1 to 13.
Oh my,
13.
13 is the happiest. Or is it?
Really? That's an odd number to choose.
I did it on purpose.
Okay.
To cause confusion and chaos.
Contrarian.
So,
like it.
Enter, and I hope you win.
Yes, good luck.
Tom, I have a surprise for you.
I know what it is.
Oh, I do too.
I'm so
Cookies.
excited!
What?
They got a little damaged on my trip
pretty
here,
they
but I
are.
brought a cookie for each of you. And this one is based on my favorite card, which I'm very
Okay, well, we're going to
excited
show these cookies here.
Yeah, we got
Look at them. They're so pretty, aren't
Oh.
Okay, so the last time someone gave me cookies like this,
They got damaged
I ate
in the
almost all
car.
of them without
I don't
anyone
care.
noticing.
It's going to look just as
they?
lovely
Look
once
at
I've eaten
that
it.
one. So
Oh,
it even
wait.
has the text.
And
We'll show
built off
that
of that
and the
card.
card. Hang on.
That's so pretty.
Here's the card, and then here's the cookie.
So this is a woman on Instagram just made a Moonrakers cookie out of the blue, and we hired her to make cookies for the sugar cookie mama. She's
Wait, is that the same person who just made me my cookies?
It might be.
No! All are mine!
No,
They are very
let's talk about
tasty.
these cookies. Oh, here, let me see.
All right,
the
hey,
same lady. Let
Tom,
me try it.
I will give you 2 credits.
Mike, since this says MR, it's not MD, but it's close.
All right.
So you can have the Mike DeLisio cookie.
right.
And which one would you like?
I don't want a blue mouth, so I don't want black icing. I'm gonna go here.
That was really confusing. She
Black
said, I don't want a
icing-
blue mouth, so I will take the blue cookie.
Black icing is like really staining. Try. Oh my gosh.
The hardest thing's not going to be eating
I
this
think
thing
it
right
has-
now.
100% I'm eating this on camera.
So
Oh,
much.
what are we waiting
Are you
for?
not eating right now?
Well, no, I'm going to savor.
Okay, so they are
At
hard.
a
They
point
are
when I
hard
get
to open.
messed
they?
over on a deal.
Yesterday or Tuesday on our live stream, I tried to open one and I could not do it, so I had to get some scissors. I should have brought.
I will destroy the
opened
packaging
it. I did
to get
it.
through.
It's already open.
Yeah, that was tough.
Whoa!
I gotta
Okay,
tell
wow,
you.
never mind. You guys are way better
That was
than
super
I'm just saying, I
challenging.
don't mess around with my cookies.
Here we go. Here we
I
go.
am saving mine for a moment in the game
Oh
when
my
I'm
gosh, I want
sad.
to smell it. Too bad.
Okay,
You made the wrong
So
call.
Austin, while their mouths are full, we're playing Moonrakers here with
are.
what from the new expansion?
Yeah, so we're playing with the Binding Ties expansion and the Overload expansion, which is 2 of the 4 expansions.
my God.
The first one, Binding Ties, is these terminals on the top of our boards here, and that's tracking faction reputation. So if me and Tom went on a contract together, our factions would like each other more, and we would move up in each other's colors based on that. You can trade in that faction reputation for lots of different things. Some things that'll get you out of a bind or maybe an extra action or an extra card. But the really, really important thing on there is the prestige, because that is a victory point. If you're able to save up 5, you can spend all of that to gain a victory point.
1/10 of the game right there.
That is 1/10 of the game.
Do that 10 times.
now-
Boom. Instant win.
Sometimes, though, if
not
you're
instant.
unable to get a card that'll help you gain faction reputation, which there are a lot of them out there, it is a little bit of a trade-off, though, because because if you're at 5 with someone, that means they're probably at 5 with you if they haven't spent it. So you do have to kind of pay attention to how each other are spending faction rep. The other expansion, Overload, is just like the name says, an overload of cards.
My favorite kind of expansion.
Logos. Yeah.
Give me more of the
more.
good stuff.
There you go.
I said it first.
You
We
did.
basically had people saying, "Hey, I've played with the same cards again and again." They're like, "Us too. We've played more than you." And so we doubled the amount of crew and the ship parts in the game just with this one expansion. So it's got a lot of new things like Iospheres, which are tokens that you can use to track abilities. You might charge up a laser, or you might have something that's going to run out of fuel, or something that'll break after a certain amount of uses, and that's how you're going to track that. But those are the two main expansions we're playing with. The one that's not here, Nomad, the physical expansion, just changes the contract board. You're flying around the galaxy instead of just drawing from 8 here. But yeah, that's what we're at too.
Alrighty, so
Nice.
for folks who have not played before, what's a quick 20-second, I'm kidding, a quick overview of the game?
I might be able to do it in 20 seconds. So in Moonrakers, you're playing as a band of space pirates that are trying to pick a new leader. So we're trying to figure out which of us is the most prestigious. That means we're not necessarily trying to fight each other. We're just trying to outmatch the rest of everyone else. We do.
Real quick question for those in the audience. We've done this live before. I, for the life of me, can't remember who won. Can someone check and tell me?
Pretty sure it was me.
Well, check and tell me, because it's going to change.
I don't know if I won.
2019.
Yeah, I don't know.
2019. Just look up the
I'll help you.
Moonrakers live play and tell us who won.
Yeah, that's a good call. Yeah, I don't remember who won.
Yeah, well, I'm going to remember in a minute.
Why do you want to know?
Because I'm going to make sure that person doesn't win again unless it's me.
It was not me. You know that.
was not you.
So there you
in
go.
it, yeah.
So you should all ally.
Do you want to put that over there?
I do.
So the top right of the card is going to show the rewards. The diamond is our victory points, prestige, and then the 8 there is credits, which we're going to use to spend on crew and ship parts. And then the bottom right is these evil hazard die. Hazard die are basically going to be negative victory points unless you can block them with shield cards or maybe a special ability. And so those will be subtracted from the victory points you've already gotten. So we hate them in our office. In fact, Mark Streed from y'all's team recently threw one over his shoulder after it rolled too many -2 hazards. So
I just
sounds
did
like
that
Mark.
the other day with a die.
I am prone to angry fits, so we will see.
well, we have extra dice. Just don't throw the silver ones.
Yeah, these are
you can
heavy,
throw the
man.
plastic ones. Don't throw the
No,
silver
you
ones.
will
Those
pay
have
for
some
the repairs to the
real
wall.
I will make- if it hits a wall.
So
If you hit Mike, it's fine.
Tom, if you'd like, I can go first. That way, everyone.
Yeah, we
get
can
a
show how
nice
game works.
refresher.
Let's
Yeah.
move your board up just a tiny
Yeah,
bit.
that sounds
All right,
great.
there we
And
go.
we all started with 2 secret objectives.
Yeah. And
I'm going
those
to
are
show
more-
everyone my secret objective because I don't
Oh.
care. Don't look! Don't look! Don't look!
I'll just
All
eat a
right.
cookie.
Yeah, just read it out loud, Tom. I won't look.
There's another objective.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, I'm not
So
looking.
I lucked into a very nice hand.
Oh,
And
we're drawing how many?
Yep, so you
now?
draw 5
Hold on,
cards.
I'm stuck
Everyone
on
has
cookie.
5. That's fine.
How many?
You'll always have
5.
5 cards in your hand. Yep. So
What a great opening hand.
You don't know.
What
So,
a great opening
based
hand.
on my hand, I have a really good chance of doing this contract with someone. Yeah. So this contract is 4 yellow cards and 4 blue cards.
What?
Okay.
So that's what we would need to play in order to
I
complete
cannot
this.
overemphasize how much I can help you here.
All right, so I can do half of this. It's in my hand already.
I
Can you
almost
say
could-
which half?
I can do 2 of each.
I
So
feel like I could. Oh. Wait, you need 2 of each, is what you're
I
saying?
need 2 of each.
Okay, I can
I
definitely
could-
help with one of those 2.
I could.
I'm blue, 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 blue.
I'm yellow, yellow, yellow.
We can say that. I got 2 blues, 1 yellow.
You can't say that.
I got 2 blues, 1 yellow.
I've
Yeah,
got 2
I also have 2
yellows.
blues and 1 yellow, so she's not enough. But if you cut her out of the deal, which
But
you
I
should,
can
because
open a
she's busy
cookie and
eating
he
a
can't.
cookie.
So
I have 2
I'm in
yellows.
I got mad skills.
Do you have any blues?
I don't have blue.
Well, I'm
You're
not bringing you.
useless.
So
Oh,
you
Sam
can only
won in
play one
2019?
card.
I've got a lot.
Well, never mind then. All right.
Oh, Sam
So
won?
I
I'll
would be
leave this here,
okay
actually.
with
Invalid.
taking a risk on either of you because you are likely
can lie?
to either. Yeah, you can
Okay,
lie.
I didn't know I could lie. I'm not lying.
All right,
This
cool.
man here.
First of all, there's no. Why would you lie on this sort of? I think I
You
might
only
have
lie.
lied once.
You only lie when it's going to stop someone from winning. Like
the thing
otherwise,
is-
you're just going to make people
I'm
mad.
thinking he can.
So I am going to bring. I'm going to bring whoever wants to come for 1 prestige and 2 credits. Will either of you do that? And 1 hazard die.
Yeah, but here's the thing. I don't think none of us can do it. You need 4 of those cards.
I've got half, so I've got 2 of each, and so you'd be able to draw into it maybe with your yellow cards. We're going to take a risk.
I'll do it.
You in?
a risk, a risk, a risk.
I said it first.
I'm gonna let Camilo do it.
All right, sounds good. Do you want to come and roll the hazard die? Now that removes risk from both of us, but it would refresh your hand because you have a bad hand.
I do. Hey, can I change out one of my... I'm just kidding. That would have worked really well with an objective I got rid of. So you're saying I can come in...
roll. Yeah, I don't want to roll. It's not going to hurt you at
I
all.
would say I don't care because
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
at 0. I'm in, baby.
All right,
I'm
let's
in.
go. So we don't have to roll any hazard die because
He's taking.
he's taking all the
It
risks.
doesn't
He's
matter.
taking both hazard dice.
I'm taking...
Yep.
Why was
'Cause he
that?
can't-
Why was that deal not offered?
So
to
let
Because
me?
you have a good hand.
So
He's a bad
let
hand.
me
I
ask
was
you
figuring to
something.
jump
though.
on
Can
it.
I ask you something here?
Yeah.
I'm still rolling this. You're offering me 1 prestige.
No,
right?
I'm offering you nothing. All you're getting is to refresh a bad hand, and you would get faction
And I would get
reputation.
faction.
Oh, wait a minute!
I'm in.
Yeah.
All right.
Also, don't roll that trash die. Roll the
So
good one.
I would refresh this?
Yeah,
This
as soon as we go into contract together, anything you've played or not played in your hand gets
He's rolling
discarded
trash.
and you're
He
going to
did
draw.
not.
He is rolling trash die. Look at him.
The mission
What
leader,
trash.
the mission leader gets to choose the turn order. Most often, unless they're worried about getting betrayed, they're just going to say everyone play simultaneously.
Okay, got it.
We're going to play simultaneously. So I'm playing a reactor because I only start with the ability to play 1 card. And a reactor will give me 2 more actions, the ability to play 2 more cards. So I'm going to use a nice little action tree here, which will let me keep track of my actions. A thruster is going to let me draw 2 cards. And I drew fine. Luckily, I actually already had what I needed in my hand. And so I get to draw 2 more cards again because I played another yellow card. And then I don't need any of these because they're not requirements on the contract. And then I don't have any hazards because
No one can see what you're showing,
sorry.
but-
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh well, we can
Find a
just
card.
take that off.
Yep. So I don't need
I know,
any
but I
of
think
those
it's good for
cards.
everyone to see the.
Yeah.
This is
Yep.
what he has in his hand.
So I have done my part. Now we're going to see if Camilla can get 2 yellow cards instead of the 1. So it's a
Alright.
little bit of a risk because you have
Whoa.
5 cards in your draw and you're only going to be able to draw 2.
Okay, so I've got the reactor for +2 actions. So then 1 action, I would
All right,
do the
this is the big
thruster.
moment.
This
Are
is
you going
it.
to draw a yellow card? Not yet.
Oh, no!
I took a risk
Oh!
by not bringing Tom, which would have been the safe option, because
I don't know why
Tom
I was-
had it in his hand, but I was trying to get more rewards.
No, just to be clear, I didn't have it in my hand.
No, you didn't, yeah.
I was the same thing as her.
But I
Yeah.
could have brought both of you.
You should have.
I
You
should
brought
have.
Mike, so
I
Mike
should
is the
have.
baggage.
Mike, Mike, do you have a yellow card in your hand?
I've got many yellow cards.
Could you
in my
play
hand.
that 1 yellow card and we will actually succeed?
But wait, but Mike, you get nothing out
What
of this
incentive
deal.
do I get out of this?
Wait. I have to do my
You
other...
don't, but I would feel
I do that
real
still,
happy
right?
towards you.
Don't
Actually, no,
have
you do,
to.
because if we
I would,
fail,
I would
you
not
don't get this.
I would not get the yeah.
Yep.
All right.
Do I need to do my other blue?
You do need to do your other blue, yeah.
'Kay.
For us to
Oh,
succeed.
you have to?
Well, if
Do you-
to 4 blue cards, we would need
Do you have a blue you're wanting to get?
I've got no blue, or else I'd
Okay,
be in on
fine,
this.
I'll do that. But then I got 2 more actions. What do I do with my other actions?
You don't need to do anything, luckily.
But I want to.
You're out of luck. All right.
Mike, I'd
So-
be very thankful.
We need just one more yellow.
Just one more
yellow.
yellow.
And by doing that, I do have to draw the 2 cards.
You do have to draw the 2 cards. But
Which-
that's actually going to help your deck cycle.
Kinda,
so.
yeah. All right.
All right. So we have completed the contract. Thanks for Mike being generous. And
Thanks,
so
Mike.
we're going to go up in each other's colors. So that's yellow and green for me.
Blue
yellow
and green for
and
me.
it
yellow
goes
and blue.
into the
Mhm.
top.
Goes into
there.
the two there.
Okay, got it.
And then we discard everything that we
What?
have in our hands and on
And
the
what
table.
we've played.
And what we've played. And then you're going to draw 5 more cards. Now, I got 2 credits.
I have
Camilla got
3. I
2
have
credits.
to shuffle these up for the next
Do
2.
it.
Alright,
Now, I
we
still
each-
need
And
to
then,
roll the
Tom,
nasty
can you put
die,
a new
right?
contract out?
I got you. I'm not.
How
Yeah,
are
you do
the
need to
points
roll the
divvied
die.
up?
So I got 2 and Camille got 1.
You are 2.
Guys, why did we do?
1. What?
Look, I know
For
we
this.
gave everyone a cookie.
For this.
Seriously.
I can't
For
do both,
this,
to be very
Tom,
clear.
I wanted to get my faction up.
Yes, but he came out ahead of everyone on that deal.
So that would have been terrible, but you have to roll another one actually, but it won't matter because you can't go down.
So three.
three on 2 rolls. Yep.
Right.
Guys, this is called proof of life. Guess what? I just used some binoculars and I was like, life.
You see what I got here, Tom? And
Yeah.
I got a better hand.
I understand that. I think you all got good stuff, but he got better stuff.
That's because
Well, right.
he's from the
But it was
publisher.
his turn. I haven't gone yet.
We never let publishers
That's right.
win. Isn't that not the rule?
So I
brought
bought,
cookies.
I bought a card, the crew card. This is going to go directly in my discard pile, and then when I play it, it's going to give me 3 cards. But I could also trash it to gain a faction rep, which if I really need 1 more faction rep for something, might be worth it, but is a very expensive trash.
Okay.
So yeah, that would
is
be my
this-
deck.
So basically, after you play, you've got your buying action. You can buy crew or ship parts,
Yep.
correct?
Yep.
Okay. And the cost is
cost
on the
is on the
bottom
bottom right.
right
Yep.
for both. Okay. Got it.
Camilla, I'll help because I know it's on the other side of the table. But
So far, I'm having a lot of fun.
All right. So it's back. it's to me now,
That just
right?
put on the bottom
yeah,
of
put
that.
on the bottom, totally
Okay.
fine. Yep.
I
So
drew
Mike-
my 5. Let me see what we got
cookies.
contract-wise out here.
So there's a few that have purple requirements that we just
Yeah.
won't be able to do yet.
Right.
because we don't have any crew
boy.
for me.
You're shuffling right now. It's possible that by the time it comes
could
around to
have
my
it.
turn.
Yeah, I could have it. I drew it right away.
I'm going to take a risk. It's not a huge risk, but I'm going to go out on one on my own.
Oh boy.
I'm going out on the space anomaly.
just money. It's
on
good
my
for
own.
money.
It's money, yeah. Because I believe it or not, I still don't have a great hand after all of this.
Wait, you're saying you can't do that with your current hand?
No, but I can take a risk.
Because you have a yellow and a blue.
Mike, give me 1 money and I'll make sure it happens.
If you're gonna do that, you might as well go for like fuel
Which
shortage or
contract did he
something.
take?
Because then you'll
Where
also
is it?
get this, Mike.
I
Would you give
will.
up 1 money to do that?
No, yeah, I'm not. But Austin has a point here. I wouldn't mind doing this.
Where's the
where
contract at that
I
you
could give you
currently do?
2 credits, Tom, and I would just take the point and a credit, but I want you to roll the threat
I'm okay with that.
because it won't hurt you.
Yeah.
Right?
I'm good with that.
Now, I can tell you right now, all I can contribute to this right now is a yellow.
Oh. Well, then we're going to be risking it.
We're
that's
going
all.
to be risking it. I mean,
Where's
it's,
this contract at?
It's sitting
the one up
there,
there.
and in
There
case
it
we
is.
want to go
Okay.
with it.
All right.
So Mike is now considering.
Are you willing to?
doing this one.
Do you think that's a risk that we can take?
Oh,
I
I'll
mean-
take every risk at all. When I'm at 0 points, I take every risk. I'll do anything.
Well, I don't.
Put
well,
me
I
in,
wouldn't-
coach.
I wouldn't lose anything
it's
here
purple,
either.
yeah.
Let's give it a shot. You want to give it a shot?
All right.
All right. So again, just to be clear, you're getting 2 credits. I'm getting a point and a credit, but you're rolling the threat die. We're good with that.
Oh, yeah, I'm fine with that.
Okay. All right. So the first thing I need to do is start up this action chain, or what do you kind of call this?
Yeah, action tree, action chain,
Action
either
tree.
one.
All right. So I get 2 actions. Here we go. This is big,
All right, draw well.
and we're going for.
Orange and
orange.
yellow.
I think we're in good shape, Tom.
Are you playing an orange?
I can, yeah. 2 more actions. So I actually have
Why couldn't
3,
you? Why
right?
would you just play the orange?
Well, because
Why
I
do
want to
you-
make sure I've got enough.
You might
I
have
got
a
everything
thruster.
else. If you just played the orange, we're fine.
Okay, all right, that's fine.
Why do you have 3 more actions?
Because I've played 2 reactor cards.
He's got 2 more
okay.
actions, yeah.
2
Yeah.
more actions. Okay, that's what I thought. Yeah.
So you don't want me to play anything else?
You can play. I don't care what you do. I'm just saying you didn't need to.
It's up to you, Mike, but he can play at the same time too if you would like him to.
Oh yeah, go ahead, Tom. Play out what you want to play.
Oh.
Let's see where we're at.
Oh, that was
quick.
so fast.
Sorry.
Quick
I-
A
draw.
little overwhelming.
Okay, so we've got the 2.
more cookies.
We've got
And
the
then
2
you
and
do
2
need to draw,
already.
even though it might
Yeah,
not
yeah.
be great to do so.
No, I don't. I mean, it doesn't matter to me because I might as well get those misses out of.
Yep.
All right.
Cool. So you completed it.
Yep. Now Tom just needs to. Does he need to roll the die now?
I
or-
will roll a die even if it doesn't affect me,
Yep.
just because I like rolling dice. But I
Okay.
worked with Mike, who's what color? Yellow.
Yellow. So I move up in purple. I get a prestige and I get a credit. Right?
You're purple?
Yep.
No, you're
No,
yellow.
I'm yellow. Yes.
And then, Mike, you have some good crew
These
options
all
here.
get
and some
discarded,
good
along with
ship
the
parts.
ones that were in my hand?
Along with the ones that are in your hand.
Okay.
So your ship part options are a thruster that will reduce the yellow requirement
love
of any
everything
contract you go
about
to. A ship part, a shield.
Player for a shield without using an action.
Which is really, really good.
Yeah, I like
and then
that.
this one is a new card, and it says when any other player trashes a card, you may add that card to your discard pile. I will say trashing is a lot more common in the Overload expansion than it was in
Okay.
the base game. And it also adds a damage plus, which is the damage 2 that gives you an action.
I would get that card?
You would get that card. This one would just give you a base game shield and a base game thruster. This is an advanced card.
So let me ask you this. So we would be trashing a card by using this action here?
You can use that, or there are other crew cards and ship parts that will let players trash cards.
This seems really nice.
By the way, guys, I'd like
I
to
want to
make an
use one of the new
announcement.
cards.
So you know how if you get to 5, you get the extra point, and then you're kind of worried to maybe work with someone else because they'll also get the extra point.
Yeah.
I'm gonna always spend my stuff before I get to that extra
That's
point.
cool. That's cool.
Okay.
All
So you
right.
can always work with me.
So Austin, do I go ahead and get this card right
Fantastic.
now? And
So
it go in my discard? Or
It'll
my...
go in your discard.
Okay,
yep.
makes sense.
And so just remember that this is a damage 2. The
Okay.
art has changed on that.
Got it. So that's a damage 2
a damage
and an action.
And an
That's
action. Yep. So it's
sweet.
really great for training. I did want to call out this card, Tom. So this is the only card in the game that's like this. You can only buy it if you have 2 other Henko branded ship parts on your ship already. So it has a limit on being able to buy it. But when
it gives you
do,
all that
It
stuff?
gives you 4 advanced action cards, which are
Whoa.
worth like somewhere between 16 and 20 credits. So it's extremely good ship part.
How many other Henko parts are out there? I'll just start buying them
Wait,
now.
what's a
There's
Henko part?
one out
Henko
there
are
right
the,
now. The green. Mhm.
Yeah.
All
They
right, so
say
you
on
have
the
2
little thing.
greens, and you can get that one,
you can buy
which
that.
gives you lots of good stuff.
Yep.
Go for green.
If you want to, but someone could just
Oh, I
trash
draw
it
back-
out of the ship.
I draw
out of
back
the
up right
supply
away,
while you're
correct?
going for it.
Again,
Yeah,
my
you can
turn.
draw back up to 5.
That's true.
So will Tom.
All right, it's my turn.
It is.
Does anyone have a lot of green?
I
It
can
would
tell
be-
you one thing. I
Oh
need to
my
shuffle
word,
up.
yes.
I'm gonna
Okay.
have 2.
Okay, I have.
Well, okay, a lot. By a lot, I mean I have 2.
Yeah, you have
Yeah.
2. I'm going to be 2 green
Green.
and 1 yellow short on this one. If anyone's interested in splitting both the prestige and the money 50-50, and you take the hazard.
Here's the problem. I don't have any yellow.
You have no yellow.
And
I can't help you with yellow.
I feel like
I've got a green.
I can do both. No.
You can do both. Are you good with that split?
he's in first place.
I am in first place.
Make sure he gets no
How
points.
about because of the first place, I will take 3 credits in a prestige, and you'll take 5 credits in a prestige.
I think he
And
should get
we'll
no
both roll a
prestige. I
hazard.
think you should give him only money.
Wait, he just offered me a better deal.
No, I'm saying.
Oh, right?
if-
You can do better.
I feel
2
like your
points
hand-
isn't super far in the lead yet,
Look,
and
I want Austin to
So
cry
you
on his
want
trip home.
wait, you're giving me more credits and you want both of these?
no.
No, you're what are
1
you
and
saying?
1,
Yep.
3 and 5.
Right, I offered 50-50, so you're coming at me with a better deal.
I'm making sure you don't cut me out and by offering a little bit sweeter of a deal than what you said. Yeah. Because I'm in first place. I just don't want you to not do this because I think it's a great contract for my hand.
And you'll take all hazard.
No.
Well, that was the whole thing with 50-50 and you take all hazard. You
All
didn't
right.
listen to the full deal.
Real quickly, before we go any farther, what if you don't want to do any of the contracts? What are your options?
So you can pay a credit to discard a contract and draw a new one, or you can stay at base. If you stay at base, you're going to draw 2 more objective cards, and you're going to keep one of those. You're going to get a credit, and then you'll get a buy phase like you normally would.
Okay.
Yep. Sorry, that's great.
I might do that because I'm
love
thinking about it
everything
because
about
this
that.
stuff is not
Yeah.
looking great.
Yep.
Okay. Fine, I mean, I'll split the hazard, but then I take both points because I'm taking the risk.
I can't do that because that would very likely put me at 0 points.
Which is fine.
I just want to put out there that I'm the first one to finish the cookie. So can you give me 3 prestige, please?
Okay, how about this? Cutting him out. Mike, can you
Doesn't
throw
have
in
any yellow.
a yellow?
That's the one card I don't have.
So I'm the only one that can help you. So you either have to choose a different contract or do 1 and 3, and I'll split the hazards.
So I have halves on this one. Anyone want to go halves on that? I can do half
They
of
don't
both.
have yellow again.
If we don't have
You'll
3
have
yellow, how are we
yellow.
going to get 4 yellow?
I don't know. You know what? Math is hard, Tom.
I know. You know what I can help you on is that little dinky
That
one
little
up
one
at the
up there?
top.
Oh, you're so
If you-
kind.
I can do
you
the whole
give
thing
me-
for
I
you.
can do it too.
If you
I'll
give
do
me
the whole thing
6
for you and give
credits,
you.
I would let you take both prestige, and I would roll both hazard dice for 6 credits.
That is insane. Don't give him more money. He already has a good card in his hand.
1 good card.
Basically, I don't care what deal he offers you, it's bad.
So I'll do 6 credits and roll both hazard dice, or I'll do a prestige, 3 credits, and I'll roll 1 hazard dice.
I'll let you do that. I'll let you do both of them.
Okay.
So I'm going to. Oh wait, I can only play 1 card.
Do you have an action? Do you have a blue card?
Yeah.
Then.
Oh, I can play that
Yeah, you
even
can
if it's
play
not
that.
going towards this.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which one are we going towards?
This one right here. I'll put it up. Are you back in now? Hold
Well,
on.
let me ask you something. How about you let me in and I don't want anything?
Is that allowed?
It is allowed.
Just to move up the
Just to
tokens?
move up the tokens.
Oh,
It
well,
is
then I
allowed.
want in too.
What?
For nothing.
What do I get in letting you in? I get to move up all
You
You
three?
get
You would move
future
up.
and you get future consideration.
See, I did that yesterday with you though,
And look,
and you
Camilla,
like doubled my score. But I wasn't last.
but I
So
also
here is the
never
good point.
betrayed you. I
never
always
did.
told you the truth.
I'm
I
not
didn't
offering
lie.
you future consideration. I'm just saying you get to move up the token, and I already told you I'm going to spend it. Look, if I
He
get 2,
did.
I get money, man.
All right.
I'll come in. I don't want anything. I'll just come in.
In the future, if you can help with the deal,
Actually,
you
this
take
trash
it.
card from here.
Yeah.
it's
very,
Okay.
very,
All right. I'll do that with you.
All right.
tempting for
me.
me.
Me and Mike came to a deal.
All right. You're
Am
out.
I not in?
Well, it depends. Are you going to offer me some future favor? He did.
I mean, I play pretty fairly anyway, so I don't know. I'm not.
I don't want fair. I want to come out on top.
You get my token up.
No, I'll go with Mike.
That's
You
not-
could go with both.
It's an automatic accept of the next deal that he can help with.
That's insanity
Hey,
for him
hey,
to offer that up.
He
Also,
said
he
yes.
lies.
What? No. he's
So
always
what, make
truthful
sure
in here.
you wanting me the next time I can come in
Deals
on
are
a deal
not
with
binding,
you,
I'm
or
assuming,
you can
right?
come in on
Yeah,
a
Future
deal.
deals
yeah.
are not binding.
You can
All
come
right.
in on me if
Keep
I
that
offer
in
when
mind.
you can help. You accept
do
it.
it.
Whatever. Yeah.
Yeah. That's
Okay.
Okay.
We start by rolling the hazard dice, especially because it matters.
Well, you
now.
said you take both. What? You said you took both.
You did say that.
You
for
said-
six
For
days.
6 credits. For 6 credits.
For
Yeah.
6 credits.
Okay.
Yeah.
I thought you, when you said take
sir,
both, I thought you meant
take
prestige.
both. No,
I'll take both.
you don't know what you said.
I'm
You
sorry.
said both. I know what you said.
Oh, okay. That was close.
Oh,
Could have been bad.
could have been bad. Wait, I haven't
been
played my
bad.
cards yet. Do I need to do that first?
Yeah, probably.
Okay.
You can block both?
I'll find out in a second.
If we need a block, I can help with that.
You don't need a block. No. He's getting 6 credits. Don't.
Well, I'm saying
hang on.
that could tank.
He might not get anything.
Oh, actually.
All right, so I am in the first conundrum of the game. So I can play this thruster, completing the contract, or I can play a shield and protect myself from a damage or a thing going down. Because I'm not getting any prestige. If I play that thruster, I lose 2 points. Now, that's where we would be in the base game. In Binding Ties, I have another option. I can spend both of these here to
take an action
gain
and a
an
card.
action or a card.
Or a card.
And I'm going to do that by taking the last card here because I know it's a reactor. It's the only
'Cause you
card that's
count
not in my
cards.
hand.
He
Yep.
does. 100%.
And down at the bottom of your board, you can see what's in your deck. And so if you have everything in your hand like I do right now, you know what you're
100%.
missing.
I will not remember that.
So, and so I still can't block both, but I can block one this way.
Okay.
Why
and
would you
so-
let Mike play the other yellow?
I don't have a yellow.
He doesn't have a yellow. Remember,
Also,
that was
Mike
the
didn't
problem.
offer.
I could have had a yellow, possibly.
Well,
That's a
you
shame.
didn't give me a future favor.
So I'm going to get
I will
6
not
credits,
get
assuming
future favor.
Camilla can
That's
do the rest of the
garbage.
contract. But I am going to go down a
And
point.
you are blue.
I'm
Down blue. Okay. So I'm got the reactor. Where's the contract?
It's up. It's up on.
You
there
can
it
always
is.
look at the screen.
Hoi, hoi, hoi.
Just remember, folks, that this is a green, on our
Okay.
screen.
So I've got that for 2, which will be 1 plus 2 cards.
So you just need a green, right? So, oh no, we need two green.
greens.
You said you had the greens.
Oh, I might need to play a green instead of this
Yeah.
thruster. But when did I play that?
You said you had the
I
green.
do have a green in my hand. I thought we needed 2 thrusters, not 2 greens.
No,
I'm
you played
saying,
that. You played that
I'm
in Drew, dude.
feeling pretty
Uh-oh.
stabbed in the back right now.
His deck was out.
I think I didn't have anything in my deck
He didn't have
because
anything
this
in
is
his deck,
5
But I'll
cards.
remember.
I've got a
Oh,
green.
you're right. You're right. You're right.
I've
You're
got
right.
a
yeah,
green.
yeah.
I can play
Okay.
the green.
Oh,
All
okay,
right.
we're good then. Oh, I mean, I'd prefer to play the green. Do you have 2 yellows?
Yeah, I do, but I'm just
That's-
saying
I'll let
your
the table call
sketch
that.
and you
Because I'll block
are
both
making
hazards.
me
I'll let the
nervous.
table call
I'll play
that.
the
I
green.
played it wrong.
I'll play the green.
So,
Okay.
yeah.
So and then I've got 1, 2, and that. Do I need the thruster? What are we going for? Yeah, yellow, right? So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. We're over yellowed.
Any of you,
Play
I'd
that
say
one.
take that back. If the designer plays wrong, the designer should take that on their
I
neck.
100% agree.
Yeah.
All right, so we're done.
The only reason I took
I'm
it
not
back is because it was
taking
going to make her fail the
damage.
contract, and I didn't want to do that.
So I go up in
right.
green and blue, and also
Mike saved us twice now. Camilla.
I also
Yeah, right?
can you show that?
Ooh, okay. So Mike's going to get.
That's really
So I
why I
got
came
2.
in.
Mike is
1,
going to
2.
get a prestige as well. So yellow is going to get a
Mike
prestige.
is yellow.
Mike, I cannot tell you how much that matters to me that you are known now as a freeloader.
Correct. That is correct.
I am all on board with Mike DeLisio, freeloader.
How much money did you just get? 2, and I
2,
got 6.
and you got 6.
Yep. So that's 2 for you.
I'm a little unhappy that I was cut out of 2 deals there, folks, out of 3.
That's a shame.
Are you surprised though? What do I do with this?
So that
I don't
gets,
need it for endgame or
we
anything,
can,
right?
We can put it here.
Okay.
Yeah, let's just start this
Okay,
card pile.
sounds
It'll be
good.
easier.
And then
all
I
right,
have
you have
money.
How much do you have? 5 or 6?
6.
All right, so you can buy any card. Any card that's out there.
I'm going to do something here. I'm going
Yeah,
to
this
start
hand a
manipulating these Dominion style
All right, that's
so that the small ones
All
are at the
right.
top.
So
Because
the-
that just helps me out.
The most expensive cards are the one you can't buy yet because it's
Yep.
2 green. These 2 cards, and these are both new cards that will give you advanced action cards. This one says once per contract, if you play 2 reactor cards in a row, draw 2 cards. It's an extremely good card.
All right.
This card is twice per contract. You may roll a hazard die, which is risky.
Nope.
And add an iosphere to this card. Remove 1 iosphere to subtract 1 from any requirement on the contract. So you can put those up if you want, or we can just have them
Let's
out here.
show these.
So right now,
So that would both. Oh, go ahead.
no, go ahead. No, I'm looking at the board.
I think those are both 5 credits. Yes.
I kind of like this one.
It's an extremely good card.
Are you only allowed to buy
Yeah.
1 card?
You can buy as many as you want. It gets replaced as soon
Once
as you
per
bought it.
contract, if you play 2 reactor cards in a row, draw plus 2 cards. I
It
think I
also
like that
gives you
one.
an advanced action card. I think it's a yellow
thank
pip in the
God,
middle of the.
I don't understand that. I'm sorry.
Yep. So you would get this
I
card.
get a card? Oh, I
that
definitely want
is,
that one.
2 actions and a card, so it's very, very good. All right, so
so-
that's 5 credits.
and that
you put
goes
the other one back
discard,
in the store. Yep.
What's our current score right now?
It is
Camilla 3,
3.
then 2 me, then 1 you, and then Tom. Okay,
And then Tom.
All right.
but it's Tom's turn, so he's in the catbird seat.
He's in an angry seat. But I have not yet been so angry that I have eaten any of the cookie.
I forgot I had
You'll
a cookie.
know.
I got excited.
You'll know when I eat that
Mine was
cookie.
not
How
eaten
was
in
it?
anger. It was delicious.
Yeah,
It
they
was
turn
so
out
good. It's
really
like-
good.
Really
It's like
good.
perfectly undercooked.
Uh-huh. It's like cookie dough almost.
And
All
it's,
right,
I was gonna say,
Austin.
yeah, it's
Yeah,
definitely
we're in the
buttery.
back.
Oh,
Do you have that?
no.
Do you saw that dude?
I don't, Tom, and I have one of the worst hands I've ever drawn in my life.
Tom, I've got a
Wait.
fantastic hand.
I wanted a person. What are you trying to look at?
I've got yellows and oranges, and those yellows means that I have other things
I
too.
could possibly.
Tom, I would give you. Oh, don't forget to get faction rep from that last.
I got that. You got
Everyone
I
but
got it.
purple, right?
Yeah.
Oh yes.
Tom,
To
I
be
have
clear,
such a bad
not
hand that
Tom.
I would give you a shield or a damage card for free, just if you brought me along.
What's he looking at though? You don't even know what he's looking at.
I don't. I'm just saying.
What if he's like right here?
Maybe he's got a freeloader thing too.
Also, how do you get purple?
I do not have a freeloader.
No, I
Purple
meant- I
is
meant
the
Austin.
crew you can buy.
Oh yeah.
I do
that's
not
true.
have a freeloader objective. I don't think there is more than one in the game.
I was going to
actually.
ask if there's like
They
duplicates.
don't. They do
of-
not duplicate.
How do you know if it gives you a card? Is it the stuff in the top corner?
Yep. So.
Oh, that gives 2 misses though.
So, but that's a trasher, I believe.
Trasher
No,
is a
I don't
good.
it turns
understand.
misses into good things. Is what that ship part does.
If you have one.
If you have one, if you have two, it'd be bad.
I don't understand this objective card. I kept it. I don't
Do you
know
want me
why.
to? Do you want me to look at it or no?
I mean, I'm not too worried. It says 4 faction rep on the same contract. How would you do that? Because there's only
Is
3
it
players.
spend or gain?
Gain.
There are a lot of cards that will let you gain faction rep.
Got it. So I need to focus on those.
Yep.
All right, you guys can listen again.
Oh. Okay. So this is what I'm gonna do. I'm doing a space anomaly.
Oh, you're just doing the little wimpy one.
Man,
You
Tom
actually
is,
considered that, you
Yeah.
I did,
weirdo.
but then I changed my mind to bring you on. Thank
Tom
you
is
very
thinking ahead
much.
based on what he wants to buy.
Mike, I was going to allow you to come with me
Okay.
for no reason.
The problem is, the thing is, I don't know that I want to because I love my hand.
Got it.
Tom, I'll come along.
I hate you. But I'll listen. Go ahead.
I'll come along for free and play anything. Shield or damage is all I have, but I'll play.
Do you have that
Because you
stupid
wanna get rid of
freeload
it.
objective?
No, he wants to get
I
rid
do
of
not
his
have
hand.
any objective that will get me a point.
Which one are you looking at?
He's
would
looking at
not
the
lie
little
to you,
wimpy
so-
one.
Space anomaly.
That
I can do it myself. I don't need anyone.
Yeah.
But we'll get faction rep. And we're in the
Yeah,
back
I
of the
want the
back.
faction rep. So that's why I'm going to work with him.
Yep.
See
And
that-
I'll even play damage if you want. There's no hazard.
It don't
dice.
matter.
This really, I like how this changes.
The dynamic.
Yeah, it really does. Yeah.
No one else wants in?
No, because I like my hand.
I want money, but I don't think you're gonna.
No, I'm not
give
giving
it to you.
anything.
That's what
No,
I
he's
It's
said.
just
just for
giving
faction
people
rep.
an
You don't have to do
opportunity.
anything. You just say, I'm joining
I
and you
get the
trash your
faction
hand.
rep.
But you discard your hand.
But you get your better card faster.
That is true.
All right. Yeah, I'll jump in if you're cool with it.
I am. Boom.
Boom, we did it.
Got it.
Wait,
All right,
so I
so
can still play
put
stuff though,
faction
right?
rep.
I can still get rid of stuff.
Yeah, you can.
Well, you get rid of
can
it
cycle
anyway.
You can
Oh,
get
but
rid
you
of
can
it, or you
cycle
can
it
your deck.
by
Yeah.
playing those.
So I can like play that and that miss to get that miss out of my hand.
Well, they'd go
It
away
won't matter, they'll all go
anyway.
my
to
whole
discard.
hand goes away.
Yeah.
Oh, I
That's the
jumped
whole
to 5.
point.
I didn't
Just
know
so everyone
that.
knows what I was doing. I was doing this,
Yep,
a
you always
space
jump.
anomaly. I went, looked at it, I was like, look, it's weird. And then we left.
My
Yeah.
whole hand goes away.
Yeah, that's
Anomaly is odd.
that's why Austin went in on it, because he wanted to
You
get
want
rid
a
of
new
his
I had a
hand.
bad
giant
Oh,
hand.
so like on that, I played 3 on last turn. I drew up to 5. I shouldn't have done that. I
You
should
should
have
have discarded everything and drew up to 5.
All right, this guy is wearing a really cool hat.
Well, we'll
and so
assume
I'm
I
tempted
did
to
that, then
take
I
him.
wouldn't
Oh
have
man,
that.
he's one of my favorite cards. And actually,
Negate
it's
a
already-
hazard.
What does he do?
Requirements for shields is 1 less. Plus 1 card or
wow.
plus 1 action. But he negates a hazard.
Yeah.
So he's a shield.
Basically, a shield that doesn't say he's a shield. There's reasons for that in objectives and cards. He
Yeah, so
might-
he's 2, and I have a total of 7. So I also want to buy this amazing
I
IQ
need
Hotshot 1050.
Yep.
Where I can roll a hazard die. Well, before you reveal the new
Yep.
one, if I roll the hazard die, I'm taking whatever it gives me.
You are, but then you'd add an Iosphere to your ship. It's really great in Binding Ties because you're often coming along and not rolling a hazard die, just on something like what we just did, and you can use your cards to block whatever you roll.
So, question on this one: do I have to be involved in it though?
to remove
I
the
can't be like,
requirement-
you guys are doing a contract, and
Yeah,
I'm going to roll
you
that.
have to be on the contract.
Okay, but
to
I'll
activate ship
I'll
card.
take that. All right, so I took that and that and that, and I'm broke.
Awesome. And then that ship part gives you a shield X or a shield plus? Shield plus. All right, so
Guys, I cannot emphasize how good I am at not getting hit.
yeah, you are going to be the tank for our table. That is for sure.
Wait, now who did I work with there? I worked
Me,
with Camilla
blue,
and
Oh, yeah.
I
blue
worked with
and
you.
green.
Purple.
And you never-
and
I
didn't
also
come
went
in.
with
You didn't
blue.
Just because I like my hand.
Okay, I have.
Can I use this anytime I want?
So there's certain ones you can do anytime you want. Trash a card, draw an objective, plus 1 action or a card. You have to be on a contract. But draw an objective, trash a card.
Can you
prestige.
trash misses?
You can trash misses.
Oh,
Yes, you can. And it's an any, so you can do it right now.
I don't have a miss in my hand.
Oh, well, yeah.
I would have otherwise.
we don't have enough crew to do.
So wait, I could.
Some of these
You're
big
saying I could
ones.
spend you all the way down and trash something in my hand, and trash like goodbye.
Yeah, goodbye.
Well, you could spend any 3, so you could do the 2 yellows and the 1 purple.
2. Yeah.
Because it's in the bottom.
Yeah,
row.
at the bottom is any. The top is all from the same faction.
You have a lot. You've worked with a lot of people.
She's been.
I'm a
on
nice girl.
Not, I don't.
Hey Tom, I'm
How do you have me up
curious.
there anyway? When did we work together?
Just now. What?
I already
you
forgot. I
I'd
did.
like to take 2 people
It was a
on
good
this
moment.
card.
Woo!
So I can do.
I can help with a lot of that.
Half. I can do half.
I could do 2 yellows and 2 oranges.
Oh, really?
I can help with
Yes.
yellow and
How many
orange,
blues can
but
you
no
do?
blue.
Well, probably some because I'll be drawing 4
Okay.
cards.
Actually, I want to be. I
Although
want to
the
be
issue-
clear that I can do
Do you
as
have
much,
the issue
if
is
not
I
more than
don't.
Mike.
I'd have to play the yellow first to try to get a blue in.
Okay. Do you have 1 blue? How do you keep not drawing blues?
Well,
you're holding
Austin, I can be as good as Mike because I can play 2 yellows and an orange, and since I'm playing 2 yellows, I'm going to have more cards in my hand.
And you probably get your orange. Oh.
And I'll probably get my defense, and so whatever deal
right.
we'll make, I'll roll the hazard dice, both of them.
I made the mistake earlier of almost not bringing Mike, and we would have failed. Me and Camilla would have failed. I'm gonna bring both of you if that's
all right.
cool.
I actually do.
Oh, well, I want to know what the split's
Yeah,
going to
yeah.
be.
I actually have the equivalent of a blue with my good damage card, so I kind of do. It just won't count as a blue. In other words, I'm thinking
You'll
I
be
could
able to play a
basically
couple
could
of
play
cards.
both of my yellows and draw 4 cards.
Yeah, I
There's
just
no
said
way
that
I'm
to
not
him,
getting
too.
a blue.
All right, so I'm gonna bring both of you.
You need to relax. But what am I getting?
Each of you would get a prestige. I'd get 1 prestige.
Okay.
Then the credits are a little
I don't
harder
want
to
a prestige.
split. You don't want prestige.
I just want money.
You just want money.
Well, see, I need money too. I'm broke.
I thought you'd want prestige, Tom. This is okay. So I would take 2.
Oh, fine, I'll take a prestige. I don't
Alright.
care.
Prestige, 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 and then whoever rolls the hazard die gets
I'll roll
3
them
credits.
both.
Oh. Would you be cool with just getting 2 credits and then letting him roll both, or do you want to roll 1 for 3 credits?
I'd be getting 2 credits and a prestige.
2 credits and a prestige. If you roll, you'd get 3 credits and a prestige.
Actually, how about this, Mike? Why would you not want the prestige? I'm willing to let Mike have my prestige if you're willing to give it to him.
I'm fine with that. Whatever.
So
you
I would
want.
get 2 prestige,
but no money.
but no
money.
money.
That's 2 points, Mike.
You're gonna let him go all the way up here?
I am.
4? Why?
I am.
Why?
All right, I'll go in with that. I'll go in with
What?
that.
Okay, so the
It's
money he was
future
gonna
planning. Future planning.
get, I was going to take 2 or 3 depending on if I rolled a hazard dice. Who's rolling the hazard
I
dice?
would roll the hazard
Tom
dice.
said he's rolling both.
because you're not getting any. All right.
So how
you're
much
going to
money
get
am I
6 credits, 2 prestige, a prestige, and 2 credits.
Right.
It's not my best deal, but I'm fine with it.
Okay.
I like it.
Let's make it happen. Are we playing simultaneously?
Simultaneously, I don't think anyone's
All right.
going to betray each other on this
So
one.
there's an orange and an
agree.
action.
Yep.
Okay.
Here's this to draw 2. Now I draw 1, then I reshuffle
Yep,
right
then you're
away.
going to shuffle, yep.
How many more yellows and stuff do we need here?
I'm going to be doing another one.
I'm gonna play 2 actions. I mean, I got
Actually, I think you might be out of
actions
actions
up the wazoo.
because this is just 1 action. You start with 1, and so you're tapped. But you've done 2 damage and a yellow, and we'll be fine.
Okay, I have. You're right. Wow.
We're hurting on the damage part, right?
I've got
we've
2
done
here.
2 already. And I can play 2. So we just need a.
What do you need left?
I'm going to hold this card and not play it yet. We can. 2 yellow is what we need, and 1 damage, and we're done. I have a yellow or a damage. So if you can play
Oh, okay. So then I do this.
precisely,
then
so
you-
that's 1, 2, 3,
I'm
4.
only doing that if you can play the.
I can play the damage.
This is 2 oranges.
We got it.
No,
Yeah.
that's, you have
You
5
didn't-
oranges.
Yeah,
2. We didn't even need to play that.
Yeah.
So we're good. Yeah, we definitely did it.
Okay.
We're set. Nice work, team.
Nice. And so I go up in blue and purple.
6 credits.
And you are yellow
Oh,
going
man.
up too.
I'm yellow going
I
up
just
2.
did a similar deal with Camilla's. I can't.
Mel,
fault
can I
too
have
much.
one of those hazard
No,
dice?
you cannot.
All right. So
I'm
I
gonna be
took 2
rolling
credits.
4 hazard
Could
dice
you move me
here.
up 1, Camilla?
You're
You are
rolling 4
flush.
hazard
You only
dice?
need to roll 2, but you can roll 4.
But twice per contract, I could roll a hazard dice.
my
And add
gosh.
tokens to this
No wonder
card.
you didn't want any prestige. Yeah, you can.
You're
do that.
right. I'm going. Ah!
That was actually a great roll. Oh,
So
sorry. I'll let you do it.
I get 2 tokens on this card. In the future, I can spend these to subtract 1 from any requirement.
Oh, okay. All right. All
You're
right.
playing at a.
I told you,
Much higher
future
level.
planning. Future planning.
Ooh. Ooh, ooh, ooh.
All right.
All right, so this
is gonna be
contract
my-
was done, and
Yep. We'll just throw it up there, yeah. It's my buy phase, but Mike, you can start looking at your next contract.
All right.
wow. All right. Give me a second, Mike, and I'll tell you what I can do to help.
All right.
I am so good on green, but I don't have a person.
Well, here's the thing right now. I could do that by myself, but Tom, you like rolling hazard dice,
Who helped me on that one?
Yellow and blue. You like rolling hazard dice because of your thing?
At some point, I want to get a point. Okay, all this cool factor doesn't mean anything. But I mean, but yes.
But the problem is that I'm going to be playing a green, so I'm not worried about the
no.
hazard.
I'm okay with this, Mike.
You want to come in just to roll the die and get whatever?
Oh, you mean I don't have to do anything?
Yeah, I mean, basically, yeah, you just would be coming in to roll the die so that you can do your power. And move faction.
I am so in, Mike. I need nothing.
You don't have to play anything. You don't have to do anything.
Nothing.
I don't think. Yeah, because blues give me more action.
I'm that guy who.
All right.
What do you call him? A meat shield.
Right. So I'm going to
Meat shield.
I'm going to do this
Shield Tom.
pirate treasure. I play this. That gives me 2 more actions. I play that. Got plenty of actions. I play that.
Mike is yellow, right?
Yeah. So basically, I've fulfilled the contract. Tom just needs to roll. You can roll as many as you want, right?
No, just 2 more.
Okay, so you can
if I
roll
roll as
3.
many as 1, I'd be rolling 20.
Yeah.
No, I'm glad.
Oh, 6 damage!
What?
Wow.
Wow.
All right.
0.
So I go up in just purple. Right? You just go with the person that you went with, not yourself. Not yourself, right?
Tom's gonna be able to do something big.
Yeah, you can.
Wow.
Something
All right.
very big.
So.
Yeah.
There's no limit to this, right?
Oh, you can keep pounding it.
I would like to take my objective back that I.
Okay. So I get 2 credits, and I get a prestige, please.
All right. Prestige
For yellow.
Oh dear.
Yeah.
All right, and then this goes away.
Yeah, but you know what Mike doesn't have much of?
Money.
Money.
I do
thinking
have
that's
2.
okay because he's halfway there.
And what's the
Halfway
IO
there, still
Mirage
halfway
do for
back.
me?
Glass half
Add
empty.
3 of these. Once per contract, remove 1 to add 1 to any of my cards.
So what this?
This
is
only
gonna-
helps if I have other cards that
Yeah,
need
this
it,
would
right?
really help Tom, not you.
Unfortunately, and I can't
You
afford.
can trash one before you do anything.
Okay, let's do that. Let's get rid of this one.
Oh, evil for Tom.
Yep.
Well, I mean, I did not put any hopes in that.
Yeah. It wasn't.
I
gonna be
actually
around
bought
for
this
long.
card because of the ability.
That doesn't
how much
help.
money you got?
I only got 2.
So there is this. It's not
Oh,
gonna help, you might wanna save it.
even though I didn't do anything, I need to discard my hand and draw 5
Yes.
credit.
Yep. All right. So I think. I'm
spending while we're waiting.
done.
And see you later, miss.
Nice.
You're trashing.
Get that out of
now,
there.
if I wanted to, because of my power, I can put that in my discard. But
You
why
could.
on earth would I do that?
You would not want to.
All right. So I think I'm done.
I'm gonna trash cards that are just a little good to make Mike just
Float his
really
day.
think about that.
Is it me?
Yep.
How much is that purple card?
It's 2.
2.
And what does it do?
So it's going to add these tokens to another.
To a
card.
different card, yeah. That's why I didn't get it, because I don't have any cards that need them.
Yep.
And it doesn't count as a purple one of these?
Are you
Or
serious?
Does it count as this?
It does
count
count
as that,
as one of those, yeah.
So for 2 to be able to get it on that, that's not a bad.
That's actually
That
not a
means
bad.
How
I
much
didn't
money do
even
you
think
have?
about that.
I have none. That's why
I cannot
was asking.
emphasize enough right now how awesome I am as an ally for like any because I have 4 wilds.
I wonder if I should have bought that
We could
just
do
for the
anything.
crew.
We could be heroes.
Would
Just
you be
for
willing
one
to
day.
use those wilds?
Well, if I'm gonna get good things out of it, but I need to like at least catch up to Austin.
Yeah. Mike being at 5 is scary. Overload. Once
Where-
luckily he doesn't have a very
What
good
are you
ship. No offense.
thinking? What would you be able to help in
be able
hand
to sell
with?
us-
You don't have a good ship.
I don't have a
Offense
good ship.
intended.
It's fair
What would you
enough.
be able to help with cards if I did bring you in?
Who, me?
Uh-huh.
I have 4 wilds, is what I'm saying.
I'm sorry, but would you want to spend all the wilds?
Well, no, not
Because you're going to
particularly.
trash your hand anyway, so I'm trying to help
I'm
you.
good with yellow.
You're good with yellow, as am I.
I'm very good with yellow.
Yeah.
I'm good with green and blue.
You're good with green and blue.
Which one are you trying to go for, Camilla?
I don't know. I'm just talking about options right now. So we're all good at yellow. No one's good at blue, but yellow would
No.
maybe draw
No, this is
into
not
it.
a semi-co-op game. This is a straight
So-
competitive game. You just
Yes.
cooperate during the game, but it's all competitive.
Yeah.
So we're both good with yellow. So between the two of us, we can do this yellow, which also gives us card
I
draws
don't have a
to
lot of
maybe
blue.
draw
Oh,
into that.
That's true. I have
And
anything
you
you
have
want.
wilds. Worst case scenario, you have wilds, but hopefully we draw into it. You want the damage at 0, right?
Are you working with only me here? We're talking.
Right, that's what I'm talking right now, unless I see a finger.
I would come
I will
in
break your finger.
for free and just roll a hazard die. I don't like my hand, and I can block a whole hazard die. And I would be able to play blues that Tom might not have.
That we don't draw into?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I have 2 blues in my hand.
And does he do this power before? Like, would he do the power at 0 and then like, does it do me any benefit to offer him a prestige?
Yeah. Yeah,
Like he can
does.
do this and then take that prestige and move up.
Yeah,
Is
that
that
won't affect
works?
his prestige at all. Yeah.
So if you each took a hazard die, is what I'm trying to say, it would still work in his benefit.
As long as he could block it. If he didn't block it, then he would go down from this. if
That's
you
my
offer
question.
prestige.
Okay,
I'm sorry,
I
get
was
it, yeah.
asking timing.
Yeah,
sorry.
it's
I
like
wasn't
gain
saying-
prestige, lose from hazards, and then if you have
And
played
then,
one of
okay,
these,
all right,
it's
yeah,
that.
okay. All right, I really want. All right, so you're coming in. You said just to take a hazard die. Just okay, all out, and then me and you, and maybe blue if we need. You'll
Yeah,
help with the
I'm
blue
gonna
with the
play
wild.
blues.
I bring you in, Tom, and you'll take the other hazard die. Or are you doing both?
I'm just gonna take one.
Okay, you'll do the other hazard die, Tom.
What am I getting? The positives?
I'll split the prestige with. Well, you'll probably lose it on the hazard die, so I'll give you.
I could defend. You never know.
Okay.
I'm good at
I'll
defense.
split the prestige with you, but I want 5 coins.
Wait, and I'm rolling the hazard die?
5 coins.
Because you get this.
No. That rolling
Yes,
hazard die
roll
does
an
not give it to me.
extra one.
I have to roll extra hazard dice there. No, I'm not helping you if I get. What's the benefit to
You
me?
get a prestige out of it, and you get 2 coins.
You're getting more.
Obviously.
And I'm taking the
I'm the
hazard die.
leader.
Yeah, no. Sorry. You have to. Then you roll the hazard die.
Okay.
Okay, I'll do the
That's
1
fine.
and 2. I don't have to roll the hazard die.
Okay, sounds good.
All right, let's roll.
I do 1. Okay.
I rolled blank.
I got 1, and now I can play.
And I'm rolling.
Go with playing at the same time, Camille.
When can I
Yeah,
play
yeah,
this?
I'm
Can I
good.
wait to the end to play this?
Yeah, you can wait till the end.
Okay,
Because
so
you might not need to.
So I'm going to do this and draw 2 cards.
Wait, you don't get any more actions if you play that one first.
Right, I didn't have blue, but I can do this up here, right?
Yes,
I can
you can.
spend 2.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
I forgot you could have done that
I
too.
could have
So I'm
done
going to
that
do
too.
2.
I'm sorry.
Not
We
only
didn't
that,
need it. We didn't need it.
action.
We didn't need it. I also could have spent that for a credit to buy
And then
one of
I'll
those
do
crew, but I
blue,
didn't think about it.
Which gives me 2 actions.
It's
So do I
all
need
right.
to do
should've
another
reminded
blue?
you.
It's all right.
I will now roll the hazard. One. I'm going to roll
Yeah.
1 hazard die.
Yeah.
There you go.
I can't keep. Oh, twice per contract. I will roll it
I'm
again.
going to do
Yeah.
blue again. And because I
Okay,
did
well-
2 blues in a row, this
That'll
goes
help.
off and I draw 2 cards. Right?
No, so yellow is. Oh, yeah. I'm sorry. Yeah.
Yeah?
Your ship part.
Okay. Then,
Camilla's got a nice engine going.
so we're at 2 blues and 1 yellow, or
We're
are we
at 4
fulfilled
blues.
now?
Blues are done.
So we just need a yellow.
And Tom's got 2 yellows. So, yeah, you just need 1 more yellow.
Okay.
And we're done.
So I'm going to do a blue.
And I block both hazards.
Nice.
I'm going to do a blue for my second action there, and then I'll
And then
block.
don't forget to take 2 Iosphere for this.
Yes.
Oh, and then I'll block that, and then I will play the last yellow, and I have to draw the cards.
You
Yep.
do have to draw the
So
card.
that's my entire
That's
hand.
your land. Yeah,
Fantastic.
your engine is running very
Okay.
well.
All right. Okay.
Nice work.
So I got a prestige, and I got 5 coins.
And I get. I'm on the board! 2 coins, please.
And don't forget your
3, 4,
faction
5.
too.
My faction. I don't understand that. I'm sorry.
This stuff.
Yep. So
Oh, yes.
purple and green.
Purple.
Blue.
Oh, do I get yours even though
And-
I wasn't
Yeah.
running the deal?
Blue. Mhm.
Okay. And now I'm good. And that's it. And where's the card that we did this one, right?
Oh no.
Okay. And then I discard everything.
Everything and then draw it back up.
Okay, so
You're
I have
basically
my whole
shuffling your whole
hand.
thing.
I shuffle my whole thing. And then I think I'm going to buy the purple one.
All right. So that's
that
2.
I'm the only one with purple.
And then you have
I have 3 left. What can I do?
You have a lot of options. There's a crew that lets you draw 4 cards, which is incredible, but you have to discard 3 cards. Not necessarily the 3 you drew, just 3 from your hand.
Okay.
This one says spend 2 faction rep to deal 4 damage. That'd be 2 from here, but you'd gain
To do 4 damage?
Do 4 damage.
Oh, not to a person. Sorry.
Yeah, no.
2. Sorry.
It's just like, ah!
I was like, what?
On a contract. This person says play as 2 damage. You may trash the top of your card to gain, or to trash the top of your draw pile to gain 2
Trash
faction
out
rep.
of the
Oh
game.
my gosh, that's crazy.
Which might be good for your objective, even because we all know you have that.
What?
But you might accidentally trash a really good card.
Except for it's early game, I don't really have good cards in it.
Yeah, some good. You have a crew, and you have that special blue card.
Well, that would never be on top of my deck, so I wouldn't trash it.
Oh, sorry, the
Oh,
card
the
that
one
it
in
gave
there.
you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
okay. That's
All right,
true.
so you still have
Okay,
5.
yeah.
So another good option is this gives you a Thruster X, which is the yellow card that draws 3 cards. And it says once per contract, you may look at the top card of your draw pile. You can either return it to the top or discard it. So you could anytime look at this card and put it here or put it back.
Oh, so that'd be good to combo with that one. How much are those 2 together?
That would be.
Or not that one, the one that you can-
7 together.
7?
If you're looking to do a combo deal, you have 5.
I have 3 right now. I just spent I
Oh,
spent,
you have 3
no,
total.
I'm sorry. I have 4 because that was
Oh,
only
yeah,
2.
you can afford this.
No, I had 5. Sorry.
Okay.
I have 3.
You have 3?
Yes.
So you
I
can
forgot I
either
had extra up
buy
here.
another crew. You can buy any of the crew we talked about. Or this ship part, or this one. So
Right.
this one says you may, as an action, play a damage 1 as a damage 3, but you have to add a miss to your discard pile.
Got it.
So
I'm going to
risky?
take the person that lets me trash the top of my card.
Oh boy.
While she's talking, so I'm going to jump in this conversation in chat. So people talking about cooperative game. You cannot use a negotiation game ever as a thing for cooperative because all negotiation, you are cooperating. I give you this if you give me that. Yes, you're cooperating. Just because we're going on the same mission, cooperating on the mission doesn't make it a cooperative game because at the end of the game, I want everyone else here to lose, even though apparently it doesn't look like that. All right, so question here I have for you. 2 questions.
Yeah.
What is a bonus card? This
Bonus
plus
card.
1 bonus
Great.
card.
Sorry, I should actually have already talked about that because there is a bonus card out here on this contract as well if you want to put that on the
Oh, that
camera.
was my second question.
Okay,
so
great.
we are solving both
Yeah,
at the
we're
same
solving.
time.
So the bottom one of that reward is a bonus card. A bonus card is a little bit different than it was before. A bonus card used to just be the top of one of these decks. It now can also be any card from the new cards or the old cards of the action cards.
Okay.
So that could be something worth 5 credits, like this card. So
What do you get out of objectives? Oh, I see. Never mind.
prestige, yep.
The thing in the corner. Are they all the same?
they all are worth 1.
1. Okay.
And that was more.
Roger that. This
I
is really good.
think I want to do the core. See, I could do this Elite Squadron. I can actually almost do this. I just need a little help from my friends.
Hold on.
right.
Hold on. Don't stop.
8 damage?
Let me see.
I can do 3 or 4.
Mike, I have 6 wilds.
Okay, can you move it off the live so I can see what we need there? Okay, so, there's 3.
I can help
Tom,
with blue and damage.
I can help with
Back of the
yellow.
pack, and I can do 3 damage already in my hand. And
Can
I'm
you
gonna-
play it all?
I can play it all. I'm gonna have to use an action to do it, but I'm gonna have to spend some faction rep to do it, but I can.
You can play 3 damage.
I've got a crew that lets me play 2, and then I've got another damage in my hand.
Okay, but what else can you play?
It really depends on how my engine starts. Right away, I can draw 3 cards, and then I'm gonna have to spend faction rep.
Okay, so-
I will spend faction rep to make sure this happens.
Hang on, I'm just counting
Yeah.
numbers. 5 plus your 3 is 8. And I only have 6 here. I would need to bring in one
Okay.
other person.
I
For
can,
what,
I can
orange?
take. I can help with the damage, and I can help with the blue as well. I can take care of 3 of the 4 blue.
I'm gonna do some blue and green probably too.
I can help with the damage, and I'll roll one of the.
All right. Okay. So let's reverse. I want to hear what people are wanting. Okay, because the bonus card is non-negotiable. That is mine,
All right.
and I'm taking 2 of the points.
I'll do 1 point, and I want
You know, I
more
apologize.
money.
I apologize. We're not
What?
doing this. I don't. We're gonna do this one.
You want me still or no? I would come for 3 credits.
How much is that card? I
I'll
want?
come in. I
I
can
can
come in.
have damage.
I can come in with a damage. I won't ask for any prestige.
Or you could just do it.
How many credits did you say?
I said 3 credits. I'd come for 3
Oh
credits.
man, I don't know if I want only 2 credits on that.
I'll take you. This is just Austin and me.
I'll take
Just this one. Sorry, guys.
All
I
right.
don't think he's sorry, Mike.
But before what do you want? You
How
said-
about just 3 credits? Tom,
Just
how
3
about
credits?
I come in for.
Will you roll? You know what? Will you roll the die?
I wasn't planning on it. I do
3
it for
credits
4
for.
credits.
Oh, how many of the oranges are you
I
playing?
can play 3.
Oh, okay. Then I will do that for 3 credits. All right.
Can I come in for nothing? I don't like my
Because he's a
hand.
freeloader.
I don't like my hand.
To be very clear, professional freeloader.
What color are you?
Yellow. Keep in mind.
Yes, you
I
may
was gonna
come
say,
in
keep
for
in mind,
nothing.
I've also like
For nothing, I will allow you.
You're
You
right.
said you were going to spend those, and you also said you never lied.
No, I'm gonna.
He's just gonna spend
You
it
said you would
eventually.
never.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I still might spend them, but
So
I puts me up to
which one?
subtract 2 from any wrong requirement.
You know, or
Okay.
or
That's
giving
actually
you a
really
bonus
good.
card.
You
Yeah,
said you'd
that's
never
really
make
good.
it here, so I'm just letting you know. You're getting close to lying. Line is in sight.
Okay, so
All right, so I'm in
hang
on this, and I'm-
you're
but I'm
out.
not
You
getting-
don't have to play anything.
I
So
don't-
go
you
ahead
don't-
and play your stuff. I want to see what you're doing. Wait, that's your first one. How are you doing another action?
I told you I
Uh-oh.
had to spend some fact. Well, I'm actually gonna spend 2 like that. I told you I had to spend some in order. It almost didn't happen. It was my last card I drew. All right, so this is an interesting card. We actually changed the text on this one a little bit, but every player, including the ones not on the contract, get to draw a card.
Oh, really?
really?
Me?
Interesting.
Yep.
Oh, thanks,
Oh my.
friend.
Oh.
Oh,
I
who
think I like
is,
you.
who
Okay, so how much
is?
orange have we played so far?
We have played 3
3 orange.
As
Okay, so
promised.
we still need 5 more. Okay, so
or 2 more.
2 more. So we're
I can actually do that right now if you want me to. mean, it doesn't
weird.
much matter, really,
Well,
because
no, it matters because I mean.
you're going to get rid of whatever's in your hand anyway. But
Oh no, I can play everything in my hand.
I mean,
So
I
I'm
can
doing-
play 2 damage.
How much? Oh, we need more orange. If you're willing to play orange, you can.
I mean, why wouldn't I? I would sabotage it. And
Because
I'd get
you're-
faction.
He's going to force
It's forcing me to play these.
I'll tell you what, I don't want you to because I want to
Okay,
maybe have some
okay.
stuff later on, right?
All right, go
I mean,
ahead.
all right, here we go.
So you're playing 1 orange and an action.
This is actually 2 orange.
So
Yeah,
it's
it's
2, 3, 4, 5,
You don't
6.
need-
Oh,
you don't
we're
need to
good.
play.
So we got it.
Here's the question: are you going to roll an extra hazard?
Oh, for sure. I got 3 shields.
Yeah.
I'm rolling 2.
Yeah. Did you already roll your first one? From
No,
the
no, no. Because you said you were gonna roll it, didn't you?
I think I said I was going to do 3 damage.
Oh no, you're right. You're right. I didn't roll it. Can I roll that
You
one
would roll
before I
that first.
decide?
You know what?
Okay.
I'm gonna-
And you can roll the next one before you
I'm going to play this
Got it.
because I want to draw a couple of
Block,
cards
block.
and shuffle
risk,
through my
yeah.
desk.
But
my
you're probably
deck.
still okay. It's a 66% chance of being fine.
Oh, yeah.
I'm so in last place though.
And you don't need more. You already got 1 more.
You're in last place though. It means you have good people will want to work with you, be comfortable working with you.
No, you know what? I'm not. I'm
Yeah.
just taking 1.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna go up a point.
And then you got 2 credits and
I'm going
a
up 1
bonus
in
card.
blue and
Tom,
purple.
Is this where that negotiation
Tom, would
board?
you like the top card of either of these, or do you want a specific card from here?
Well, we want to show off the new cards, so let me take a specific card from there.
Cool. Reactors, thrusters, shields, or damage. So
I would like a. Do you have a shield plus action?
I do.
I already have one of those, right?
You do.
What's the other shield plus?
It blocks 2 hazards. So it's a shield X.
That's so good with my combos.
That's really good with
But
your
you know what?
combo.
I think the shield plus action's better for my combo because I can keep playing
Keep
cards.
going. Yep.
All right, so I'm gonna take that as my bonus.
Yep.
And then I got money to buy anything I want.
You have a lot of.
And I can wipe
You can wipe 1 card
1 card.
from either.
I'm gonna get rid of this loser.
All right.
So come on, be like it.
Oh, that's
All
an
right.
interesting one.
Okay, so this guy here, who has a very Charlie Brown-esque head. All players' damage cards are +1 damage, +1 action.
Oh.
Sounds good. I'll take it for
Yeah.
3, but I'm not done. Let's replace him.
Oh, good one.
This guy here, +2 actions if you play 2 or more reactor cards, +2 cards. I'll take him too. Give me another one.
Yep.
I got 4 more money.
Oh,
Jeez.
possibly my favorite card in the game. Second favorite, maybe.
Subtract 1 from any requirement. Yes,
Oh my
I'll take
gosh,
him.
That's crazy.
Dang.
Tom's got the crew.
It's fun to be rich. I'm not rich now.
No.
But look at this guy.
But you have friends.
That-
7 wilds.
7 wild.
Okay.
He is
Also, I
like
worked with Mike and
insane.
you.
Blue, yeah.
Insane.
I know that Tom looks like he's in the back of the pack, but
he's
could
not.
solo
He
almost
is-
any contract in the
very
game.
much
not.
There are 5.
Oh, and this one's
prestige
gone, by the
contracts.
way.
Yeah.
So this is a little scary. Tom has a very nice combo happening right
Yeah,
now.
because there's like a 3 contract up there that he.
Guys, I'm still new at gaming.
Yeah,
Okay.
very
Yeah, we
new.
believe
I
that.
could still lose by a mile here.
You could if someone jumps real quick. I think the only one that's a chance of that is Camilla right now.
We'll see.
Because me and Mike's ships don't look nearly as good as their ships.
So this is block an entire die.
It's block an
I
entire
actually should have
die.
rolled the extra die then because I could have.
Yeah, you
Push
could've
comes
done
to
that.
shove, I could have done that. I can also subtract 2.
Yeah, with your yellow.
You're right. I can do
You can
any.
do almost any contract. Yeah. You really just need to be hoping a big one comes up. Like, I mean, this is already a big one.
The only problem with that one is the 3 hazard
Hazard
dice.
die. All the big ones.
But
are
I have a
3 or
ton of
4. You have a
shields.
ton of shields. And Bill Bendo, who blocks a hazard.
Oh
So
man,
you have a very cool synergy going.
I like this guy's name, Bill Bendo.
That's nice, right?
He's definitely one of our most memorable
Wow.
cards.
But he doesn't look like.
He's
When people
bendable.
meet him, like, what did you say your name was again? Then they get in a fight every time.
All right.
All right, so that's my turn. I am going to solo this one.
Oh man, are you kidding me? That's exactly what I was doing.
I
on my
have it
next
in
turn.
my hand.
Me too.
And it's a wild faction
I
rip for me
know.
because I'm blue. So.
Oh, that hurts.
Oh, you know what? I gotta roll 2 hazards. I wasn't thinking about that. That could be bad for me, but please don't roll 3 or more. Whew, 2 exactly. That's good. All right.
Oh, that hurts.
So I've got that done. I'm gonna take 3 money, and then I am going to gain a prestige with Tom.
Is-
Or not a prestige
This
faction
is
rep.
orange, not you, right?
Yeah.
Just to be clear. Okay.
And that means it's wild.
Okay.
So why did you not even pause there and talk to us?
Because I knew I had it in my
you didn't
hands,
care.
and I knew I was already getting a faction rep. I could have brought you, Tom, and gotten all the way up to 5, which probably would have been smart, but I didn't think about that. I also was thinking about my objectives, because... Oh no, I trashed that objective. Oh, that was silly of me. Okay. So I'm going to buy, and...
Well, that's never gonna happen.
Oh my gosh, Tom. This is the final key to your puzzle.
Oh no. What? Why would you
Well, I
point that
can't-
out? Why would you?
But he can't buy it. So
No,
someone
I
can
can't
treasure
get to it. Yeah, anyone can just get rid of it. I try not to get too excited about cards until it's my turn. No, I'm serious. I don't want to get
They can
invested in
cycle
that.
through-
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm cycling that. Oh,
That's, to me, I think that's the most stressful thing in a game
Oh,
is when
yeah.
I'm playing a game and there's something I want really badly and I'm just like hoping no one will take it.
That's-
And you're just sitting there and you're trying to talk about anything else in the world. Then someone puts it there and then you flip the table.
Yep. That's I fall.
That's worse to
Prey
me
to
than you
that.
betraying me. Betraying me is fine. Taking my spot is worse. Especially when especially the person who goes, I don't really care. I guess I'll just do this. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
Mike,
I am going to be talking to you here in a moment, Tom.
You
as soon
me,
as
baby.
as soon as he's done buying. I know you want to work with me because that would bump you up to the 5th spot, but
fifth spot.
Oh, don't act surprised. Yeah, it will put you right up there.
The spot that he said he'd never actually
Right.
reached, that one.
But
I would
to
be
be
very
fair,
interested in
it would
helping
also
you.
bump me up to that spot with you.
that on screen.
So
So
I know
just
I'm
bought-
pretty far behind, but I would be interested in
All
helping you as
faction
well. Jumping in.
rep rewards except prestige cost 1 less.
So now it costs me 1 less on each thing except
What?
So you can take a point right now?
no, except
prestige.
Oh, except prestige.
It's an artifact that's split in half. The other half is the prestige. So it's somewhere in
And the
there.
other half is only prestige?
It's only prestige is 1 less.
Ooh, intriguing.
Wow.
So it's a really good part to get for this
Almost
this
like
expansion.
he knows this game.
Almost.
And the cards.
I'm very glad I had the money for it.
All right. So here's the thing. I'm looking at this card. I don't need a lot. I need 2 orange.
I have 2 orange on my table already.
Just to be clear, I have everything.
This is true.
Tom has anything.
I'll
with
be
it.
honest. I'm fine with both of you. I'm fine with both of you coming in.
Okay.
I'm actually fine with everybody coming in. But here's what I want. This is mine.
Yep.
What is that?
That's
It's
just a wild.
Because orange is not in the game. It's
Right.
a faction rep. That's wild.
I'll
if
be
either of
happy.
us go in, he's gonna get a point though.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to anyway.
Because of that.
Because
Oh, our
I-
colors match these colors. That matters for what other reason?
So that orange,
Isn't
even
in
because
the
it's not in the
game.
game, it's a wild. If there's a faction rep reward that is either your color or out of the game, it any color.
No, I know that. I'm just
okay.
saying. So I never realized our colors match the hero colors. Does that mean anything else?
No, it's
For now.
for now.
Player
All right.
powers, I
So,
feel it.
so here's the thing. I'm happy with just one of the credits. I'd like to get at least one of those credits.
I mean, I feel like you can get a lot more than that.
Well, I don't want to roll the threat die. Well, actually, I don't mind rolling the threat
that wild.
die. I
That
mean,
wild's pretty juicy.
That's a prestige for him.
potentially.
I mean, I'll come along and
Mike, I'll come in, but I mean,
I'll
I would
roll-
like to come in.
I don't want to play a lot of stuff, and I'll take no. Can
I
come
need
in?
2 oranges, is what I'm telling
I
you.
have 2 oranges.
I've
He
got
has
one.
2 oranges.
I've got one.
Okay. I'm fine with everybody coming in.
All right.
Mike, I'll come in for no reward, but nothing from me.
I'll roll the hazard, and
Okay,
I
then
want
I'll
3
give-
credits.
I'm saying you have to give
And
me
I'll do
nothing.
2
I have to
damage.
you have to give me nothing, but I don't want to play anything.
Yeah, you don't need to play
You
anything.
just want
it sounds
this,
like.
is what you're saying.
Yeah,
You just want
yeah.
cooperation.
all right,
is
so
what
you're
yeah.
saying you'll take the die.
I'll do the 2 damage, and I want 3 credits.
I
Oh, by the
will
way,
do
what
one
if
of
you
those
cooperate,
damage.
you're already at
I
the
would
top
like
of
to
the
be
level.
in this.
So you can
And this is
spend
the future
for
deal.
prestige at any
You owe me
time.
one,
you
so
can
I'm in on
spend
this
it
one.
and then-
All right, you
This
can
is
come.
me
You can come
cashing
in,
in.
but how about then he'll get 2 credits. You'll get 1, and I get 1.
That's fine.
All right, so we'll do that.
And he's doing the damage die.
He's doing the damage.
That's fine.
And Tom's coming in just
Why
to come
am
in.
I only getting 2 credits? Because I can
That's
do
what you
everything.
asked for.
I said 3. I can do the damage and the hazard die. Like we
Oh,
don't
so
need
yeah,
to commit at all.
three for you,
Yeah.
1 for you, 1 for me.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
2 and 2, and I'll do the other. I'll do one of the
I
damage.
mean, I have it literally right here. It's not even like a lie. a
I have
possible
it
lie.
right in my hand, and I wouldn't lie to you because we said future.
what do we-
said
I
future
would lie,
deals.
but I'm not doing anything.
If I don't come, she can only do 1 damage, and I'll back out for less than 3 credits.
He's kind of got me under a barrel
He
here.
does.
Over.
Over a barrel. Well, under 2.
Or in the barrel.
In the barrel.
There's a
Like a
barrel
fish.
involved, to be clear.
I want to know if
it
ever in
doesn't
human
seem worth
history
it for me to go-
someone has
I will
worn
be
a
drawing
barrel
a
as
lot of
clothing,
cards, though. I mean, I'm
like they
sitting
do in the
on the card,
cartoons.
too.
They're always
They
wearing
had
a
to have had it
barrel.
once, right?
Oh,
I think that's
no.
where it came from.
I have 2 damage.
Seems like such
Okay.
a
I have 2 damage.
possible
I have 3
thing to
damage, so
do.
I can actually do all the
Especially
damage.
when they get the
The
leather
problem is I
straps.
really
Right,
would
if
love
you
to
could
him
get the
for him to
leather
come
straps, I
along.
feel
Go
like
get
you could
clothes.
find more.
All right, I'll give you my credit. So 3 to you, 2 to you. I'll
We don't
take
even
no
need to bring
credits. Well, but I told her I'm
He's
gonna
catching you to teach a
honor.
favor.
I'm gonna honor an earlier
All right, then
thing.
that's a good call. That's a good play.
I'm
then.
gonna honor an earlier promise. I know I don't have to, but I'm going to.
Oh.
I'm saying
It would
technically,
behoove you.
I'm going to. All right.
All right, so we're gonna play
So
simultaneously.
let's play simultaneously. We're all good on
So
this.
you need.
I basically just need 2 damage because I'm playing
Okay.
these 2
I'm gonna do
and
that.
I'm gonna roll a die here for my hazard.
Night.
thing.
Oh, I
This is-
forgot. This is why you came along.
But I
2
blocked it.
damage. So I trash a shield,
0 there.
and I go up 2 factions.
And I'm gonna do it again.
One,
Gosh,
2.
stop.
Who is in? Blue is in,
Okay, so
Yellow is
everybody's in. So basically,
I get 2 damage.
and Tom was
these
in.
pop up, this pops up, and then I have a wild, so this pops up here.
To gain 2 faction.
All
that was
players,
1,
all
2,
players
3,
can draw
4,
a card.
5.
It's going to be discarded because we're all in this contract. But
I
you're gonna
draw a card, you said?
Yeah, I played a card that.
We can, or
You have to, actually.
Okay, so we draw a card. That goes down here. Okay, so let's
So, And then I play
basically,
this.
so everyone get their credits.
By the way,
I'm sorry, hold on. Can we slow down a second? When I
Okay.
play this card, it goes to the side and
Yep.
sits over here with stuff on it, but that still counts as one of these reactors plays.
Yep.
Okay, got it.
Yep.
Thank you.
And then, Camille, you're going to get 2
2
credits.
credits.
You get to move up.
I already did all
Oh, you
that
already
stuff.
Did you
that?
do this?
No, because I didn't
Okay.
get any. But what I am going to do right now is I'm going to spend all of these for 2.
1,
Oh,
2.
no.
Okay. Okay.
All right.
Then, so I did that. Do I need to play anything else? You don't need any damage or anything from me. It's all done.
It's all done,
Oh,
yeah.
it's all done. Yeah,
So then there's no
Everybody was involved in that
reason
one?
for me
Yeah.
to do
Anybody
this
else?
any further.
so question: when I put these down,
So then I'll
can
do
you
this.
can take something lower,
and
Yeah,
it goes-
you
but
don't
you
get
still
that.
go
Can I
down
get
to the bottom?
2 of these?
No.
Two
You
which?
just go down
Two of
however much
the
you spend.
Yeah.
things
for the
I can't
Emmy.
pick
So
up.
if you spent,
Thank you.
4, you'd go down to 1.
Okay, I have quite a
importantly,
few
I can
things
do
I need to
this.
do here.
Yeah.
But then what do you
I
got?
don't know if you
Yeah.
guys want to
Yeah,
watch or
yeah.
not. It doesn't really matter to me.
This goes away.
All right, so I gained 4.
I don't think there's a country in the game you can't do right now.
All right, I gained 4
Like,
factions in
you're
1,
incredibly
so I get 1 here.
Okay.
And then I'm going to spend, I have what? How many do I have total? 3, 4, 5? What's a bonus card?
Bonus card is top of either of these decks. You can't look at it. Or a action card, one of the advanced action cards.
Okay, and that is for...
Crew is not an
4.
advanced action card.
Crew's not an advanced action card. It is an action card, but
That matters
yeah.
for some.
Yeah.
What's
it's not
an
advanced
armory
action
card?
card. That is discarding one of these.
And
out
I can
here.
do as many of these as I want on my
However-
turn?
yep.
All right, so I'm going to spend 4.
I'm gonna draw an
so
objective.
I'll spend
That's
1,
okay.
Yeah. That's you can do that on
1,
anybody's
2,
turn.
3, 1. I spend 4 to get a bonus card,
Yep.
and that's the top of either of those.
Or you can take one of these.
Pick one
Take
of
a
those.
special person.
Okay.
And I got this one. Vignoli does something cool, I'm sure. And then I will spend 1 more here to discard an armory card or a contract. I'll do a contract.
You can do that. You have to wait till the end of Mike's buy phase.
Yeah,
Okay,
because
go ahead. Okay, cool.
I'm still looking if I want to spend some of these to buy because I only have
Got it.
2,
Yep.
but
It's a thing that you can do when someone is not in a buy phase. You can't hate them too hard. Like I'm gonna try that
yeah.
while they're reaching for it.
Right there.
All right, I think none of those give me anything. You know what? I do like drawing cards. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to spend 2 credit from the same faction to get me a credit, plus these 2 to buy this.
Great.
Okay, now does this go into my
Discard, yep.
discard, and then when it comes up, I...
So the card Mike just bought is draw 4 cards, but discard 3. Not necessarily 3 of them, just 3 cards.
So now I'm actually going to do it differently. I'm going to discard a contract and go to the top, and I'm getting nervous that he's going to go for those 4 points. So
very
I'm going
likely.
to do that there, which also fills.
Spend.
Have 5. So I did get this one as well. I don't know if you guys saw that happen. But then also I have 5 faction rep with 0 on the others. So I'll go ahead and spend that in.
Oh, man.
And then I'm going to go ahead and spend those 5. And
Oh
go
no, Tom, we are not. We need to work together. Well, look at this. Well, you don't need me at all. I
just
need
saying.
you. I need you, Tom.
I don't need you. It's Camilla's turn, which is unfortunate.
It's mine. Hold
Yeah,
on.
she
I
can
didn't
win.
process this right here. You may spend any amount of faction rep to gain an equal number of actions. That's dumb.
How could she win? She can only win if she can do the contract by herself. There's no
Basically.
way
She
we're
doesn't
helping
have
her.
any more. She doesn't have any more objectives.
And I'm kind of in the same boat. No one's going to help me if I can win on it. You know?
I
Yeah.
will always help you, Mike,
What
because
I'm happy about.
I help myself.
Yeah. What
I'll
I'm happy
help,
about.
I won't help you to win. I'll help you to get close.
Yeah.
What I'm really happy about is they are entering the end game with no faction rep, and if they had
Right.
faction rep, I'd be a lot more scared.
Sure.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, that's very true. All right.
Okay.
Speaking of which,
Camilla, I think you and I are going to have to play a little game of chicken. I
So,
think we're
out
going
of
to have to
curiosity,
help.
what happens
we're gonna
if
have to
two
help
people
each other
reach it at
enough
the
to
same
get
time?
close.
So it very.
You know what I'm
rarely
saying? Because
happens.
they're not going to come in on us
If
at all.
it
could
does,
happen,
right?
though.
If it
so
does
we have
happen,
to like.
We have to like
it's the
try
value
to
of your
make it
parts
you or
and
I
crew
winning,
is the
but-
Okay.
tiebreaker. Because we're going for prestige. They have
right,
Did you just talk about cutting us out because you're both winning?
I'm saying that you.
All right,
I
Mike.
wouldn't. I don't think either of you
You-
are going to help us.
No.
So I think what we need to do is play a little game of chicken
Right
where we
here.
get each
I'll
other
help.
close, and
I'll
then we'll
help.
see
You're
who can
already-
go.
I'm
All
really good at helping. You won't get that close.
Well, we'll get
I just don't
close.
want you to get that many points, but I'll help.
He's still got a secret objective. Camilla doesn't.
I do not. I am open information at this point.
As long as you only take 1 credit, I'll help. I mean, one point, I'll help. Does that make sense?
Okay, that does make sense.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Okay. All right.
so how about this one, Tom?
Oh, don't just say Tom now.
Okay. Well, hold on.
If you bring a mic in, I won't help though,
That's fine.
because I don't want Mike to get more stuff.
Okay.
You're giving him anything that helps him
Okay.
win. Does that make sense?
Right. No, I understand. Thank you.
See, he's actually he's telling you to do the exact opposite
I
of
got
what we just
mansplained
said.
and I
I'm
don't
ship
appreciate it.
splaining.
Okay.
Sorry.
He's telling you to do the exact thing we just agreed on,
I know.
but we'll see.
Yeah. Well, I want to see what you have to offer. I'll hear
fine.
both offers.
Good critters.
I've got plenty of orange. I've got orange for
You
days.
do have plenty of orange because this is the one I'm looking at, and I
None
would
of us
need
have
help
bought
with an
very nice ship
orange,
parts except for me.
I've got orange for days. I could
which
give
means
you.
you would
Also,
also
we-
take the danger die.
There's
Or
very
hazard
little
die,
damage
right?
out there, if I notice
no,
correctly.
well,
You
the
have a
damage
couple.
doesn't
got
protect
this.
Oh, that's right.
me.
That's right. It doesn't
The
protect,
green is what I
yeah.
don't have. That's what protects you.
Okay.
So if you've
Yeah,
got a
but I
green,
have everything
you can
you need
protect yourself. I'll tell you the truth,
without
Camilla.
using this.
Without.
I won't even. You take the point. I just would like.
Oh, I'm
the,
taking the point. To be very
okay,
clear,
then-
whoever helped me, I'm taking the point.
Then I'll just
That's
take the credits.
non-negotiable.
So what do you need?
You want all 3? Right here, I need 1. I need 1.
Yeah, but I'll do it for 1 credit.
You'll do it for
See,
1 credit.
he's
And I'll roll the hazard dice. I just want to roll the dice.
He's working you because that's. Gonna,
I'm
He is.
obviously
That's
working
long
her.
time.
You're absolutely
It's a
working.
negotiation
This
game.
is not how it goes.
I'm not pretending anything
so you're
here.
gonna roll the die.
I'll roll the die.
You'll bring that, and you're only taking 1 credit.
Yes. But that's only if Mike's not in.
That's weak.
I'm gonna do that.
All right. Well, then I think the dynamic has changed a little bit here. Okay.
No more future favors from this side of the table.
Okay.
Camilla.
Oh, I never discard. Hold on, I don't know what this thing does.
Watch Tom parlay this to
you
a
don't
win.
have any way to use it
You're
right
pulling
now.
what you accuse me of right now. You're much more in the power position than you want to let on.
Oh, I just realized I have wilds. Hold up. Well, I didn't read the card. Once per contract, remove 1 to add 1 to any of your cards. Oh no, wait, that doesn't.
It doesn't help you.
It makes
no,
your
no,
card
those aren't.
makes your card 1 more.
Okay, fine. But I don't have any card it goes to.
Yeah, it's a good card. Just need a Iosphere ship part.
That was the one I wanted for
Which
the orange.
there is one
yeah.
out there.
Okay, I mean for the purple there. Okay, so we're still on this count, Tom.
I'm gonna roll the die first.
Okay.
This
Wait, I
is
thought you did that last.
Oh.
I blocked it.
Oh yeah.
Actually, wait. I can play.
Okay.
No, that's a waste of my time.
Oh, do you have Bill?
Oh, I don't have any cards.
Oh,
No,
this
Bill
is a-
only blocks 1, right?
Yeah, but he gives you an action, so you can play another one.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Wow, that's good.
I'm gonna wait to. So what are you playing first?
I just played a reactor.
So you need to play
Special
everything you
reactor,
can.
though, right?
Okay.
So what do we need? We need two oranges and a green, which we played none of yet.
So I have a green.
Okay.
And then I have a. Is there any reason to get anything else out there? Do I have any other special cards? I do have special cards in there, so I'm going to play another reactor to get 2 more actions. Oh, hold on.
Crew? Got to be a crew.
Okay, I'm going to do that for 2 damage. And I can try. Oh, such a gamble, but I think all my
whole
good.
contract.
All right, so it doesn't matter what I do.
Yeah,
That's why I was asking
I'm
that.
going to do a damage.
Oh, you trashed. Oh, to gain 2
Wait,
faction.
did you
Two
trash a
faction?
damage, Camilla?
I did.
I'll take it.
Camilla's damage
Yeah.
is
Ship part.
Camilla's damage is +1. Not that it matters.
Okay,
Yep.
to gain 2
But I
faction
did that
rep.
so I can do this and.
And so I'll go 1, 2, 3.
Wait, no, I can't do that, can I?
That's going to be 2 from
here
here and then 1 because we
Oh,
did
then I
together
don't.
is what I was
But
doing,
you do.
to be clear.
Oh, it's draw or an action event.
And
Yeah,
then I
whatever,
have
so I
one more
block both of
action.
those.
You may
Yep.
spend another faction reps to gain actions, damage, miss, thruster.
Yeah, me and you.
Do I have
This
anything
is
else good
insane.
in there? I want to.
I mean, I
want to
I have an okay
filter that
deck.
out there.
Like, you don't even need your deck. You could do a
Right, you can
contract
do everything
without-
just with the.
without playing
That's
any
why I'm saying
cards.
he's in a much more powerful
But he's
position
at
than he
2
wants to.
points. I'm
I'm
at 2
gonna
points and I have
spend
0
1, 2,
prospects.
He gets a
Wait,
good
you-
contract. He's right up
You
there.
always scrap? You take everything I scrap?
If I
Or no?
choose to, I'm not taking a miss.
Okay, no, I wasn't sure if you had to. That wasn't
No,
sure
it
if it was
says
compulsory.
you may
Okay.
add that
So I'm
card.
going to do
Oh,
that
man.
one.
Are you considering rolling another one?
And then do I want more?
Oh, Tom.
See what I'm saying? It's those kinds of things
I
that
am
can get him
gonna
right in the
filter.
mix. You know what I mean?
I mean, not just in the mix. If he has
Yeah, I
a
do
good
want
objective, he
to
can
flush
win.
my deck.
Right,
so I'm gonna
exactly.
do that.
That's what I'm
To
saying.
flush,
He's much more in the catbird
flush.
seat than he's
That's
like.
I'm done.
That's a lot. He doesn't have quite
No,
enough to do
I
that.
will not. I will not.
Okay, 1. All right.
It was a hard decision. I get
Did I
it.
do 2 reactors in a
Because
row?
you could spend it.
I don't think so, no.
But I mean,
You
he's
are-
already
Oh,
he's
I
got
know.
a prestige.
Trust me,
sitting there.
I understand the time.
he's like-
he's much closer to winning than he
All right, so
wants
where'd the
us
cards
to know.
go? So you took 1.
Also, I want to be clear. I'm not pretending.
I took 2.
I am in
and
the
I
mix.
took 1.
I know you are.
So
I
no,
don't-
don't act like I don't want you to know. I'm being
You're
very
saying it
straightforward.
now that I've called it out 17 times.
I
Well,
don't
yeah.
think
Do
I'm
you
in
ever
the
do
mix.
that, Mike?
Well, of course I do.
You know, you never admit you're in the
2,
lead.
3.
Well,
4,
I don't
5.
always know, but I mean, you're not in the lead. I
you
think you're
take-
just in the mix.
Do you take your credit?
No, I got it.
Okay.
I'm actually not happy with how that turned out.
I'm fine with that.
You got some nice luck.
Okay. So now I got 1,
Yeah,
2,
Camilla's 2
3,
away. I mean,
4.
she can win just on her own.
And what can I get for 4?
I'm going to be doing that 5. Okay.
Do you
so,
want to bring me? I've got
Oh,
some
I
of
need
the
to draw my cards. See
Real
what I
quick,
need.
what can I get for 4? I haven't
I've
finished
got
my turn.
damage and shield. Oh, I'm sorry, Camilla. Do you want an ionosphere part? Because this is an ionosphere part, and that would react with your purple crew well. It's not
My
the
purple-
best ionosphere part.
Add 1 to this card for every hazard you block. Remove 2 to deal a damage. No.
All right. And then you can buy any of the crew that are up here. So play as a shield, reroll any number of your hazard die. Spend 2 faction rep to deal 4 damage. Play as a shield, roll an additional hazard die, but +1 faction rep. And then other 4s down
Can I
here.
top deck?
You can pay a credit to. Oh, actually, you can discard one of anything right now for free.
Oh, okay. I'll show the first
Does this
one.
count as a green and a blue? For
It doesn't
the
count as a
reaction?
blue for.
It's just the green.
whichever the bigger icon.
I'll just
is top.
discard that one.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, just
Sorry,
pick
Carl.
one. You're fine.
Play as a shield. You may spend 1 of your faction rep to gain 1 faction rep of any other color. Not super helpful for you right
Not
now.
right now, but okay.
What are you looking for?
I don't know.
So this is a really good part. We talked about this one before. It's the look at the top card of your deck, and then you can either discard it
that's
or
nice.
keep it. And it also gives you one of the yellow new cards. This one is draw 3 cards.
Yeah, I do want that. I do want that because
can
I
afford
have
it.
that. That my deck is pretty thin. I've got that sweet guy, so I'm gonna take that
Yep.
and that goes to discard.
Goes
Correct.
to discard.
So, hold on. I had 1 card, which was this card, and the rest were over here. I just finished my turn. Now I shuffle that in.
Yeah, yeah,
So okay,
don't
I just wanted to
shuffle
make sure.
before.
Yeah, because I thought okay, I just want to make sure.
Don't shuffle before you buy because then your new cards won't get
Right.
as fast. Yeah.
That makes sense. Okay, that was all me. All right, and now I'm done then, and I'm poor again.
Tom, I know
I've been
you
poor the
could
whole
probably
game.
do some of these big ones by yourself, but I mean, I'm in on this one.
Tom, am I right to assume that there's nothing I could say?
Yeah.
Okay, that's right. I'm just gonna sit here and quiet for the next 15 minutes.
Okay, so
I've already got you at 5, so there's no I'll spend this right now, and then we'd be both at 1.
both at 1. What do you mean?
So or both at the end, we'd both gain 1 faction reputation. Because there's no benefit from leaving me out because I already have 5. With
Yeah, but I feel like maybe.
if you can do it by yourself, go for it. If not,
No. I don't know that I can do it by myself. I'll
And there's a lot
gladly
of
take
hazards.
you
I
in
can
on
tell
it,
you,
but
I've
what do
got-
you want?
So
I've got huge orange. I'm just saying.
it depends
if you
on how
want.
many hazards you want me to roll. If you want me to roll 2 hazards, I would need at least 2 prestige, and then I would want half the money. You could have the bonus card.
Wait, just because you're rolling 2? I mean, I'm throwing every requirement in
So
that thing.
I'm going to do 2 damage right off the bat. I can do some shields and some reactors.
Tom, I can do 3 orange, and all it asks for is the bonus card.
No.
All right, well, it's fine.
That
You think the one thing I want is the bonus card?
Well, at this point in the game, that's what you want?
You know what? Yes, I'm really bad, and that's why I lose
Okay.
a lot of games.
All right.
can say, hey, you have the bonus card, just give me the
I can do a
prestige.
ton of this contract. I think damage is what you're gonna have to spend this on. We both have shields. We both have reactors. I think you could get out of this contract with still having some good iospheres left in your pool.
I'm saying I can even add a blue. I can add.
If you're interested
wait,
at
can
all,
could
I could help with damage and blue.
No, I
but
could do- I could do
assume
3
I would
damage.
Be out.
You know what? Just to make things cleaner, I'm gonna do Derelict Planet,
All right.
and I'm gonna do it
Alone.
by myself.
It's honestly
All right.
probably a better deal because
'Cause I only
not
need to
getting
do-
anything. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys.
I mean, there's a good chance I bring you in this next.
Don't say
turn,
sorry if you
so-
don't mean it, Tom.
Right.
Oh yeah, what I meant was ha ha ha.
That's what I thought you meant.
Oh, I'm
That's
still in
what I
last place
thought.
though.
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
I'm sorry that it's not a better card for me. And oh, I wish I had gotten that one. All right,
Yeah.
well, whatever. Okay, so I'm gonna start by playing. Actually, I'm gonna play action,
Yep.
and then play him,
Draw
which
2.
lets me draw
Ugh.
2 cards.
And he's a reactor,
And-
except for not in name. But yeah.
And there's that. So I have 4 of my
It's-
5 reactors
Sorry,
and
3.
one of the 3 people.
He technically doesn't count as a reactor. I said he did. He doesn't. He just does it.
You
2
lied.
actions. I did.
I have
There's
3
so
of
much lying.
those.
Tom
So
is
much
here. You.
I will draw 2 more cards. Draw 2 more cards.
You just have to have the 3 crew, right?
Oh.
They don't have to be like played, correct?
No. And you have 3 more actions, Tom.
I
no,
can
you
play,
have to play them.
2 more cards,
Oh, you
right?
have to play. So he has to play 3 crew.
He has to play 3 cards.
What
you
is
can
the
play
tiebreaker?
3 more
Oh, sorry.
cards. You have 1 more.
I don't
up
have to play
here.
3 crew. This subtracts 1 from the requirements.
Oh yeah, you can. You have 3 actions. You
Also,
Yeah.
this person subtracts 1 from a requirement
That was a whole
by
worthless card
itself.
we got right
and
there.
a card and action.
So
you
where am
still
I
have
at? So
3.
5. So I have 1, 2, 3. I have the 2 yellow, so I'm done with that. I have 2 of the people, so I need 1 more person and 2 more things.
You've had this in the bag.
And you have to draw.
You might
too,
not even
right?
have to.
Here's the other person.
Yep.
And she subtracts 1.
You get a draw from her before you do
Right.
anything else. So you can draw a card without having to do anything else. And then,
I have no more actions I can play. Oh no.
yeah, you have 2 more. You have 3 more actions because you haven't used the second one of this.
I did, sure.
No, the this is there, so you have an extra one right here.
Well, then I'm just
So you
gonna.
have 3 actions.
I'm just gonna play another shield,
Yep. Did you roll your hazards?
which gives me another action. No, I'm gonna roll them at the end. Does it matter?
It might matter for what you play, but it probably doesn't because you have so many
Sorry.
actions. You only have to roll 2, or you're gonna roll a third right away for.
Yeah, you're right. I'm only right.
I mean, you're probably gonna roll it. Let's be
Actually,
honest.
at this point in time, I just need to know what I need to pay right now. I have the 3 people. I have the 2 yellows. I have 3 of the 5s. I just need to pay 2. Oh no,
Yeah.
and she's -1,
Yeah,
so I
you
only
just
need to pay 1.
Oh my gosh, all these people are purple people? I thought
Eaters.
I had a purple background.
Yeah, no, all the
That's
crew are
the
purple
only
people.
reason I bought. Oh my gosh.
You blocked it already.
Oh, you're right. So that's done. I think
You're
I'm gonna play
gonna-
super safe here.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna end that one.
I mean, you got out by just getting 1.
I'll take the 3
That
points.
would have
So
been
1, 2, 3. Oops, there's another point. 4.
Whoops.
Yeah, whoops.
And then 8 money. Can I
to be
buy
clear,
points?
I'm never going to spend that for.
Well, I was
for-
forced to in this
yeah.
case.
No, you weren't forced. That was a choice.
You cannot buy points, but a lot of objectives have to do with having certain things in your ship, so maybe that'll work out.
You
But,
can't buy objectives though, right?
not
No.
with money, you can't. With faction rep, you can.
Oh yeah, I forgot to look at these.
Which you do have an objective you could buy. You might want to buy
Hang
the
on.
objective to see if a ship.
These are advanced cards.
Yep.
Those are the only 2.
Yep. You could buy an objective, see if you get an objective that has to do with ship parts.
Where's the
or crew.
kind? Yeah, no, I'm good. That's
Okay.
So I got 8 money, and I can crush a card. Mm-hmm. Oh, and I get. Where's the card I got? Did I get a bonus out of that deal? No.
Nah,
There's 8 money.
This one. Yeah, the other one we were looking at.
Okay, well you can start going because this will take me a while. These
Yep.
don't get points, but I'm just gonna look at all of them.
Yep, and don't forget you can trash one if you want. All right. I have to do something drastic, or I am
Okay.
going to lose.
Yep.
And so I am going to do this by myself.
Wow.
That means rolling 4 hazards, and of course I'm going to use the pretty ones.
Naturally.
And I'm probably going to roll 8 hazards here because that's just my luck on this game. Actually,
Not 8. Not 8.
it wasn't
okay.
8. It could have been worse.
Okay. I mean, couldn't be much worse, but you know,
Couldn't
have
be
been
much worse. And here's the wild thing: is I have a pretty bad starting hand, so we're going to see how things go. Not
I'm so
great.
mad that I didn't realize that those were all the people.
All right, I can play my first shield for free because of this.
Okay.
And my thruster requirement is 1 less, so I'm already at 3 there. And then my faction rep rewards cost 1
killing
less.
that
except
one,
for
Mike.
Why are you at 3
draw
instead of
third one
2?
here.
3. I'm now at 2 because of this.
Got
Thank
it.
you. Yep. All right. So my next action, I'm going to draw this.
gonna take-
Everyone else gets to draw a card, even though you're not on the contract. It's the only one of the only cards that does that.
This guy costs 3.
Okay. To keep my turn alive, I have to
You
spend.
can't
faction
buy
rep.
those cards, right?
You can.
How much are they?
So.
Oh, you can buy those?
So these are 5, and the rest of them are 4. Basically, if they
man,
have
I
blue
wish
and
I'd
yellow.
known
and
that.
I'm
they're
taking
5.
that shield action one again. Or is there an action shield one?
No, there's not an action shield one.
I'll just take the shield action and one.
Oh gosh. Okay, I did not know that. How much is it to buy like the?
It's 4 for most of them.
Okay.
You can't buy any of the base game cards.
Right.
So
Yeah.
putting it that
So
way.
like
might
a
help.
like a 2 damage would be.
The 2 damage plus is
Or wait,
4.
is there a?
There is a 3 damage, but you can't buy it directly.
Can't buy that one. Okay, so how do you get the 3 damage one?
There's ship parts. We just haven't found any of them.
Ah.
All right. Oh, I think you might just take my cards, Tom.
Oh dear.
We play in the same place, which is slightly the issue.
And he's already
Does that mean
shuffled.
Luckily, I can tell you exactly what I played.
Okay, what was
Let me
it?
see. So I played a reactor. I played a shield for free. I played a thruster.
There was only 3 cards there, wasn't there?
And then I played a crew that you did not have, this guy.
Oh, okay.
And then
I thought that was mine for sure.
I'm going to count my cards
That's
just to make sure I have the right
hilarious.
number of reactors. So that's 1, 2,
I'll rerun
3.
the stream if you need to see it.
You did?
All right, so I just
Were
spent.
these the 4 cards out here, folks? Someone let us know.
I'm 90% sure it is.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yep.
Sorry.
No, you're fine. I literally was like, oh, I got to remember not to take Tom's cards like 5 minutes ago because I reached for your cards and was like, no, don't do
Oh,
that.
you're
So
like,
Oh, I bought a new guy, so bring out a new guy there, Mike.
Yep.
Oh.
I got it. All right, so
right.
I have to spend a faction rep. Normally I'd have to spend 2, but my card is letting me do it for 1 to gain an action. And so to do that, I'm going to start a new tree. And then I'm going to do this. And that's 3 cards. 1, 2. Yeah, I don't think so, Tom. 3. All right, so I now have drawn
Mike,
my
now I'll work with you
entire.
gladly.
I've now drawn my entire deck. I think. I thought I had more crew, but apparently I don't.
You have this one.
Yeah, and I can't play it.
You know, if you had asked me, I could have,
All right,
helped out so much.
I have done 3 thrusters and 3 reactors, and I have not blocked any of my hazards. So here we go. This is where we start spending faction rep, and you'll see my faction rep is so nice. I'm not going to dig out of this hole, but I might complete the contract. So to subtract 2 from any one requirement, I'm going to spend 3, and I'm going to subtract it from the crew, which I really thought I had a 3rd crew, and I have my whole deck, so that's my fault. I'm going to do that again here, but should I block a hazard die instead? I'm going to play another shield, so I have now blocked 3 hazards. I don't think there's a way for me to do the rest of it.
There is. You can block the last hazard die with
I
the
can
purple.
block the rest hazard.
You don't
die,
want to give up that
but
point.
I need a yellow and a blue, but it's subtract 2 from any one requirement, not 2 from requirements.
Yeah.
And so there's no way for me to do it. And so I'm actually not going to subtract 2 from a requirement, and I am going to do what Tom said, but I'm actually going to spend this and block this hazard die, and then use this to get a point. But I'm not going to do anything else. I couldn't
So
do
get a
it.
Wait, you failed the contract? Does the
Failed the
contract stay out there?
contract. Does not. I failed the contract. I did block all my hazards, but I spent a lot to do it, and I gained only 1 point. So
And no one went
I
in
pushed
with
you
you,
up.
so no one loses anything on their reputation.
All right, look at this, Mike. Prison Moon.
I see that. Let me ask you a question. Does that mean that I have to somehow get that 3rd?
I don't
be
think
able
you
to
should
do
do
that.
that, though.
yeah, you need different types of damage.
That's what I'm
So
saying. There's only
you
two.
only had 2.
I would require him to give me 3 of the
The 3rd one
points.
would have to come out of here. That's what I was
I
asking.
don't think-
Okay, it just hasn't come up
1,
yet.
2,
Just hasn't come up.
3. and
So
then-
what are you
yeah,
saying to
that
me,
brings you
Tom?
both.
Well, I was going to say we could do this one together, but the problem is I would only let you get 2 at most
Right.
points from it, and I don't think you want to give me 3. Unless we bring in a 3rd person and give them the extra point.
Or what is the tiebreaker?
Tiebreakers, the value of your ship, so your money, your crew, and your
It doesn't
ship
matter. We would both be at 9, and Mike wouldn't want me to
that's
take
what
my
I'm
turn
saying.
before his.
And
Right,
we
right,
could come
right.
I'm
up
an
here and
honest
see what the
negotiator.
tiebreaker
This
is.
is
I
true.
mean, what is the ties of friendly ties? Then we could co-op it.
Not a friendly tie, but we can say it's friendly if you want.
Oh, boy, this is rough.
There you go,
because these
lying
contracts
I
are
had
not
to take a
particularly
chance
great
in order
for
to try
me.
to win.
Yeah,
but
right,
I'm
yeah,
gonna be
you
down at
had
the
to,
bottom.
right? So this guy down here does not count because he was played earlier. He doesn't count towards that, right?
Problem is, Camilla, you're in the top, so it's really hard to work with you.
I know. I'll let
Please
you-
cut that out. We'll be using that in the future.
All right.
Camilla, it's really hard to work with you.
Really hard to work
Right.
with you, Camilla. Mostly because
All right. Man.
Well, Tom, I think
So, Tom, are you?
I'm not gonna win.
Yeah, I don't think so. The thing I'm
That was your big
saying
moment,
that.
dude.
I'm
That's
kind
my
of
big
in a,
moment.
I'm kind of
I
in a
thought
thing
I
where
had
I
so
have
much
to do a
faction.
little
Why
Hail
didn't you
Mary,
even
too.
try to negotiate me? I would have taken like a point or two.
Yeah, I should have. I honestly thought I had one more crew in my deck and then I was gonna be able to do it.
I
and
don't
just
know
didn't.
how many crew I
It was
have
over
without
here.
this guy.
Okay.
And we can't look
how
through our
about
deck,
this?
right?
How about this?
By the way, this is like
I'm
my
willing
favorite
to
card
talk
in the
to you
game.
about.
It's awesome, and you've used it very advantageously.
I'm willing to
Because you
talk
did at
to
the
you.
very
and
beginning
he's
of the
not-
game.
he's not listening
That's
to me
it.
at all.
Charge it up.
Oh, you're working with me?
I'm willing to talk to you about Prison Moon, but we'd have to bring in
Austin.
Austin for sure. We couldn't with Camilla just because of the points here.
I've got a good hand.
Where is Prison Moon?
It's right
What are we
here.
talking about?
So I've got the like. I'm gonna need a lot of help with shields.
You're only taking 1 point.
What's that?
You're only taking one. Oh,
I'm
you're
good.
You're taking 2 points. What's your objective? Just curious.
Okay, my objective is I'm feeling I've got to throw a Hail Mary here. Like I've got to at least get
That's
myself
not what he
close.
meant. He meant, what's your objective card?
Oh,
we don't want to put
he
you
knows
to
my
9.
objective.
I know I'm metagame.
I can't. I'll just tell you right now, I can't hit my objective. It's impossible. So it's not about objective. It's about trying to somehow get myself into a way where I can sneak in because I don't think there's any way I can win just.
I'm worried about his objectives. He's
I
sitting
am
on
too.
2 objectives,
I
so
am-
I would be
I am-
hesitant
No,
to.
my objectives are not.
He's a good liar. No, he's not actually. That's a complete lie.
Okay, here's the thing.
You're a good liar.
Let's go. Let's do a go big or go home. I mean, we're already, we're getting into this
Hey,
stream.
I
We're
would
into
love.
this stream, right?
I would love to take some prestige. Yeah.
So
Austin's going home,
I'd be
actually,
cool to
regardless
take
of what
prestige.
happens. at
I'm
the
sure
end
you
of
would.
I'll only take 1.
How about Tom? 2 for each of us. 1 for Austin.
Guys,
All right.
I should not have
I
counted.
would
that
like the
earlier.
majority of the money because I am straight broke,
2.
and I'm not rolling any threat dice.
Then I don't see how.
How
that.
is threat dice bad for you? You want to roll threat dice.
No, he
They
has
still
to,
Not
make
at
me go
this
down in
point.
points.
Extra.
These are extra threat dice. What are you talking about?
All right. Well, but we're going to be playing 5 shield cards.
Who? No, I can make the shield requirements go down.
All right. Well, then.
But I don't
know
get
if-
to roll extra
I don't know if
shields.
we can make this work then.
I can make some shields happen. I have 3 in my deck.
I
And
don't
I'm gonna
have
make
much,
everyone
Mike.
draw an extra card.
I mean, I can
But I'm
do
not
a
coming for
little,
1
and
prestige.
it might
I'd come for
do
2.
well, but there's no way I'm
right.
rolling 4
We
dice.
can't look through our deck,
All right.
right?
Then how about this? You're saying 2.
You can look through your discard, not your draw pile.
That's fine.
All right. You'll come in for 2.
I'll come in for 2, and I don't need any money. Oh, I can buy something. I'm gonna do it.
We refill that.
Okay. If you went for 2. And I went for 2.
This card.
And you went for 1, Tom, and I gave you
love that one.
more credits.
Mike, why don't we do emergency council
What's that?
and just each take
That's
a point?
nice.
You want to do that?
It's simpler. It,
All right.
it moves us up 1, and there's a lot less stress.
You're
involved.
gonna have to help with crew then. I've got no crew to contribute.
Well, I can do whatever I want here.
All right. You want to do emergency council
that's
together,
Tom's
Tom?
motto in this
We'll each
game.
take a point. We'll split the credits. I'll take the faction.
Who's rolling the hazard dice?
We'll each roll 1.
I can do that.
All right. We'll try it. I don't even know if I'd made a good deal. I doubt I did. Do we roll the threat first?
Roll threat
wait a minute.
first.
So you're getting more than me,
Am I?
and you're wondering if you're making a good deal?
the only thing I'm getting more of is I'm getting 1 more faction.
That's more. The very definition of more.
That,
All right, but-
he is correct.
No, that's fine. You just said I don't know if I'm getting a
well,
good
no.
deal.
The thing is, I don't know if I am. Okay. So I'm rolling the die. Oh, that helps. Okay.
Oh yeah, fine.
Okay.
Okay, we're fine.
All
I
right.
got a
So
shield.
we need what again?
Which one are you doing? Emergency council?
Emergency council. So I'll play that.
We put that up for that.
We need. Okay. So we need. Yeah. Okay. So I'm playing that. Let's play this thruster. Okay, that's good. That's good. Let's play this. This gives me an extra action.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I'll do the same.
I'll play. So I have one more action, basically.
Yeah, one more action.
I'll do that.
And then you can always spend faction rep to get another action if you need it.
1, 2.
Can you play a person?
I told you, Tom, I don't have any crew.
Well, you don't have any crew.
Well, I do. There's one in here. I just haven't drawn it. Yeah, this is all I can play right now.
So what are we missing?
We're missing
Just
Three people.
three
Yeah,
people
just three
and one. Have you played it? Yeah, you played a thruster. All right, we played three. Yeah, three
just
people.
missing 3 people. That's 1.
No, I'm gonna have to do this, but I feel like I did all the lifting there, Mike.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, I'm trying to.
Well, let me be clear. I know, so
Okay.
I'm gonna actually roll another hazard die because I don't care anymore.
There it is.
Okay, I'll take my thing back.
There you go. That wasn't too bad for you.
It wasn't too bad.
All right, so we
got
each
it.
get a point,
All right.
right?
Vroom, and
I
vroom.
move up in purple, and then I can move up again in purple because
Yes.
that was on there.
Yes.
All right. These all go
Then
away.
you go up in
I
yellow.
move up in yellow.
And
And then
What was the money
what was the
split?
money split?
3 and 3.
3
and three. Don't even
Yep.
pretend like.
No, I'm just
Just making sure. Just making
All right,
sure.
let me do my buy here.
No, you got the hammer now. You got the hammer. It's your turn. If you get 2 points, you got the game.
I know, and I can't. I
Yeah,
don't
but-
remember how many people I have, and that's.
But I'll let you. If you let me help, I'll give you 1, which gets you close.
All right, so what am I going to buy for 3?
Mel, do you have any money?
I don't.
You could pay. You don't have any faction rep either. Oh.
I know.
I was gonna say 1 money or 1 faction rep will let you discard a contract, but
Okay.
This is just a level 1
so I
damage,
think
right?
that
oh no,
I
it's
am.
it's the same one that the damage plus. You can discard 1 for free if you're hunting for damage.
Okay, yeah, no, I don't know if that's going to help me.
Like you can discard any card for free
That is true.
to try to hunt for a good damage card. And then you can
let's-
also spend money or faction rep to do it again, but
Okay, let's do that.
not what you're looking
That's
for.
not it.
That's a
Okay.
good card for Tom.
Start of the contract plus
No, I don't-
Oh no, sorry, that's not it. There's another one that has kind of similar art that is +1 card for each hazard dice you roll.
I kind of like that,
am
actually. Why not?
Cool.
Pretty
So I'll spend the
upset
2, get 1.
that I think
That gets me a shield, right?
Yep.
Tom will definitely get it on this next turn.
All right.
Now,
Thank you.
I thought about this. The 5s are really hard with those hazard dice.
They are.
If there was a 3 out there, then yes.
Right, which is what we could draw into it.
We could, and I keep hoping, and we don't. And that also, Mike doing the 2, well, that was a good idea, because I could also do the 2.
Yeah,
Right.
Fortunately for y'all, I cannot
I know, because I had
do
I
these
had
stupid
the-
objectives that
was
just
the
are
one I
not
was
working
hoping.
out.
All right, so I think I'm gonna.
I thought about doing
Yeah,
this.
just draw one.
Can you do that? Like, quick, do it, draw it, be
I'm
like,
gonna go with this
got it.
one.
Yeah, as long as
man.
as
Ticket to
long as
ride
you-
style, baby.
Yeah.
Wait, you're doing that by yourself?
I am. Unless anybody wants in on anything,
What do we got?
She's out of objectives, right?
I'm out of objectives.
I mean, I've got blues
I'll
for
join
days.
you, but you're going to do it on your own anyway, and I don't see why you.
What are the
you probably won't
what are
want to
the
get another one of these,
prizes
right?
there? It's a point and
It's
what?
a point. You're not getting the point. There's
I
no
don't
way
want
on
the
that.
point.
And then there's 2 credits and 1 hazard die.
I don't think you should give Mike anything. He's in
I
first
don't
place.
think so either. I just.
Mike's not in first place.
Tied for first place.
Yes, because I'm taking a turn.
I don't
down,
think you
know I'm not gonna
understand.
get it, so you have the advantage.
The problem
No, you
is
have
we're
the
not.
opportunity.
Do whatever you can do, Camilla, because we're not getting past Tom. Tom's going to win the
I know
game.
that's well.
Only if it's a 3.
It's a 3.
Tom's going to win the game here.
No,
Yeah,
it all
so it
depends on
doesn't
hazard
really
dice.
Oh,
Let me make
it is
something
that
very
hazard
clear.
dice. Okay.
Hazards.
All
Tom's
right.
gonna
So
win the
once
game.
per contract, I can look at the top of the
It was
draw
smart to
pile.
get some
I'm
of
going to
those
do
shared
that.
pluses, though, because if you can chain them,
I will put that back.
you might be able to chain your hazard dice together.
And
Or
then
your-
I'm
sorry,
going to
your
start
shield
by
pluses.
playing a reactor, 2 actions.
No,
So you're doing this
I'm being
on your
too
own,
honest,
obviously.
Yes, I'm doing it on
If
my
I
own.
put it up, then
so
I
then
would
I'm
have
going to play
that.
this one.
and that's really
It's going to
strong.
be 2 damage, and I can trash the top card to get 2 faction
take that.
points.
Why
All
not?
right, and
Even
then
though I don't
2,
think it's
do
going to
I
matter.
care?
You know what? If you have a special ability, you
Do
use
it
that special
every
ability.
time, right?
Go 1,
You do it every
2.
time.
I'll go 1, 2 to gain 2 faction rep, and then I'm going to play. Oh, I should have done that in a different order. Dag nabbits, that would have gotten me 2 cards. I meant to do that. That's fine. 2 more actions,
Griff Slayer says, Austin, taking it easy on him? No. No, I am not.
and then 2 cards.
He
1,
tried to
2
sneak up there.
cards.
I went for a 5 that was feasible had I had this crew in my hand, and I just was silly and didn't have it.
Yeah, that's just you just miscounted.
Because I was like, where's my other crew? And someone was like,
Yeah.
right there. And I was
Yeah.
like, oh.
That would explain it.
Yeah. It's been a good game though.
I don't think I have anything that's going to get
Close other than me, but I mean that was a 5 prestige contract.
I think
so,
you were just a miscalculation away from being right in the mix.
If the game is not over yet,
It will be after your turn.
I don't know that I can do it.
It might not
I
be.
need one more.
It may not be. I mean,
That's
it's
gonna
not
get me
a
3
slam
cards to
dunk, but he
flush my
definitely is
deck.
going to have a shot at it.
One,
It all
two.
depends on the rolling of the dice.
Okay.
It
Camilla draws a
100% is
whole
the
deck
dice.
every time she goes on a contract.
One, and I didn't play any, so I go down one. Is that what happens?
Yes,
Couldn't
but
play
you're
any
going to go up
shield?
one, so you can
And
just
so
stay where
it's
you're
going
at,
to
yeah.
be right there.
Yep.
Okay. That did not work out like I wanted.
Did you do that thing?
No, because I accidentally played it in the wrong order. I
Okay.
meant to, and I just played wrong,
All right.
and I'm not going to take back.
Okay, that's fine.
But you do get the credits.
I'm going to be honest. I do. And there's nothing worth out there for 2, is there?
Yeah, there
know
is.
go.
This is a
You
2.
can
I'll
trash
take
a
a person. I'll
contract
take any person.
with a credit.
Yeah.
Or with faction rep to see if you get another 3 that might be easier.
Oh, yeah, I'll try that. So I'll pay credit to trash the big Prison Moon one. Fine. Okay. No, it's 1.
Yeah. 'Cause that's going to be rough with 3 hazards.
No, I'm going to try it.
All right.
Here we go. Everybody know what this
Go
is
big
for
or
fun.
go home, Thomas.
If this is all blanks, I win the game.
If
But
it's all 2s, he's going to be done with me.
Woohoo! I'm okay with that.
Oh, it's he's
so
I
it's
think
3.
that's-
It's going to be close.
I think he can do it. I
It
think
really
he can
depends
do
on
it.
your play, how your cards play
It
out.
does, yep.
He only needs
Oh,
to play
sorry.
1
I
crew or 1
discard
damage,
that.
and he's got it.
Right.
It's all about playing shields.
Okay, I got to be really careful how I do this. Okay, so first, she's
My
coming
problem is
out.
I've
So
discarded
draw a
so
card and
many
an action.
shields.
You could
Got
use
no
as
shields.
both your crew or a crew and a damage, so he's got that.
So this blocks 1 of them. So
Yep.
we're down to 2.
Down to 2.
And that does not give me another
Doesn't
card.
give you another card.
Gives you another
But you got a lot of
action,
faction rep, and you could spend it to get cards or actions.
Well, I still have the actions from here.
Yep.
But I have not played the other ones, and I
Yeah,
can't.
if you don't mind, I'm going to put it right there just so we can track that use this action, because she only gives you 1. So that's 2 more actions, and you could still use that to draw a card if you need to. But
Gosh,
you've
I have
done
no shields.
You've done 2 crew and 1 of those now, so you just need
Well, that
5
doesn't
damage.
matter.
Yeah, you're done.
I have
so
it
it's all
from
about
here.
blocking shields. Yep.
It's
Or
about blocking
hazards.
shields. Or is it? I'm going to take 1 damage, right?
Right now you're taking 2.
I'm taking 2. So I'm going to pay I'm going to pay this to draw a card. All right.
He got it. He drew what he needed. Man.
So then shield.
You got
right?
it.
Wow.
You got it. Then I'm assuming you're taking all those eye spheres off of there.
Yes. The purse wins again.
Oh, and I'm at 3 prestige.
What was the
I'm
next
so sad
card?
because I could have done that one on my own.
Okay, so let me
The
tell
next
you
one.
what I wanted to do. When I joined you for that little contract at the end, you drew into doing it yourself.
Yeah.
But had you not, I was going to refuse to help you because I had a contract that said, if you don't help the leader, get a point.
Oh, that's a new one.
And then I was very
Yeah,
nervous how you were going to react to that.
Can you show us? Can you show us our objectives that you were having trouble with? Oh,
Nah.
sorry, forget it.
Nah.
Oh yeah, so yeah,
Oh,
this
yeah.
one here, I had to fail a contract as an ally with the player in first.
Oh,
And so
wow.
I didn't want to do that till it mattered, but when Camilla said,
Yeah.
let's do this little one, I was like, let's do that.
Let's
and,
do
then,
it.
and then she drew it, she's like, oh, I can do it myself. And I'm like, come on.
So there are only 2 of those in the game. One is just fail a contract as an ally, and this one is fail a contract with the leader.
And then this one, I needed 3 advanced cards, which I never...
on the same turn.
on the same turn.
got it.
And then this was do 5 damage, which I actually could have done at the end.
Yeah.
So I was thinking,
And you could just say you did that and you'd be at 11 because you did.
no,
take-
this does not do things. It subtracts 1 from requirements. It's
Oh,
a different
you're right.
thing.
Play
Yeah,
at least
yeah.
5 damage. You're right.
But I could have done it with the cards, but I would have to spend.
Yeah.
So,
Now that I know how to play, I want to play again.
Right?
Because I'm still salty that I did not understand the purple people.
all right. So for people just tuning in, don't
The
forget
purple
there's a
leader.
contest at the beginning.
Yes.
Secondly, so if you already played Moonrakers, there's a lot of new cards here.
And this is on GameFound right now.
it's on
correct?
Kickstarter.
Kickstarter.
Yep.
Sorry,
We were on
Kickstarter
Game Found
right
for
now.
Mythic Mischief, so it's
Got
an easy
it.
mistake. Yep.
All right, so Kickstarter right now, and this is it for this part of the Summer Spectacular. There's a little bit of a longer break now, but we're coming back with our Dice Tower
Good
Awards at 1
stuff.
o'clock, and then at 2 o'clock, announcements that will blow your mind. All right. And Mike still doesn't know what they are.
No, I don't. I'm very excited.
None of us do we? You've hit it from all
Roy
of us,
knows.
Because
Roy knows.
Roy had to know because of the videos.
Yeah, and he
Roy?
told Drake and,
Yeah,
and Rod
so pretty much
yesterday.
everyone
Everybody
but us.
knows
Is that
but
what we're hearing?
me.
Everyone but us.
people know.
And Corey knows.
Corey knows.
Because
I
he's the
have no
news
idea.
guy.
Even people that don't.
I'll show
That's
you
right. He'll show you.
right,
I'm
sounds good.
sure.
All right. Anyway, folks, thanks so much for watching. Thank you, Austin, for coming
Yeah,
in.
Yeah,
you.
thanks for playing.
Man, I finally won it. Did I win any other games? I don't know
You've
if I
won
have.
a few, but
This is the
was
one
a
that
good,
mattered.
This was a good victory,
All
Tom,
right,
because
we'll let you have this one.
you really built up early for a big
Yeah.
end game.
Yeah.
I love this card.
Playing these out early
Yeah,
and
yeah.
kind of showing my hand was a mistake.
Until next time, I'm Tom Vassell.
I'm Camilla Cleghorn.
I'm Mike DeLisio.
I'm Austin Harrison.
I won. He won.
Victory cookie!
Hello everyone, hope you're enjoying the summer spectacular so far. I'm here with a top 10 list. I'm looking at games that are brilliant with 6+ players. So for this, some games which I think really do work at 6 haven't made the cut because they can't go even one extra player above. So that's one of the caveats I use to make this list. And there's also a couple of them that games that I kind of didn't include because maybe you need expansions or maybe in one case even a second game for it to work at a larger player count. Well, let's jump into the list with number 10. I have a number of dexterity games on the list, but my number 10 I think really is quite an interesting and slightly different one, and that is Mars Open Tabletop Golf. It works with a huge range of players, but it works very well even up and above 6 players. You are effectively playing golf by flicking your kitey-like things around objects, over obstacles, and trying to get it onto the green and then into the hole. It is that simple. Everyone knows how to play it as soon as you set it up. It looks kind of like a sort of very analog board game version of crazy or mini golf because you are setting it up with an area to tee off from. You're setting up obstacles, even can be from one table to another, onto a chair, and different things like that. So for dexterity, this is one on the list that's really good and different, and that is Mars Open Tabletop Golf. My number 9 is that sort of game where you get a little bit of trivia, do something a little bit silly and have a good amount of fun, and I've found this works really well. Now there's two sort of very similar games here. My favourite is Blockbuster, which is all about movies and stuff like that. There is also a Top of the Pops version if music is your sort of thing. You're trying to collect cards of each of the types of movies, each genre, and there's a little bit of stealing and stuff that can go on where you're looking at these cards, you're putting one on sort of like one word. One of them is maybe quoting a bit of the movie and one is doing an action to try and sort of convey that message. It's just, it takes that sort of normal light-hearted fun that you get from sort of style game that you'd play at Christmas, and it just works really well. And like I said, if you like films, there's Blockbuster. If you like music, replace this on the list with Top of the Pops, and you've got a good fun game there. They sort of selling point of Blockbuster is also that it comes in like an old school VHS tape like box, which is just a really cool feature. My number 8 is a racing game that works with 3 to 8 players. I think the old version might go down to 2, but let's not look at that end of the player count. It is Camel Up. Now the race might be going on, and on your turn you could choose to roll the dice out of the pyramid to make a camel move, but you're not really doing the racing. In fact, you're trying to bet on the racing. Which camel is going to be in the front at the end of this leg? Who is going to win the race overall? So you've got these two nice simultaneous sort of things going on, and you want to be earliest. You want to be earliest to sort of put your money down to say they are going to do good, because whoever does it first is going to get a higher reward, and it's just a lot of chaos. You've got these camels stacking up, camel up, and potentially moving multiple times on a turn. If you've got the second edition, there's camels that go backwards around the track, so your camels can be taken backwards when you don't want them to be. If you've just bid on that one and then it goes back, you cry out in fun frustration. It's just, there's a lot of chaos to it. It's easy to teach. It's just betting on a race and a lot of camel fun. That is my number 8. My number 7 could be replaced by a game that's very similar to it, Dixit, but I like taking it to that next level, and for 6 or more players, I think Detective Club is that answer. It adds in sort of a hidden role to the mix with all that wonderful Dixit style artwork. The way this works is on your turn you take all the pads and you write one word on all of them apart from one. So everyone's got the same word apart from someone who just gets a blank book. Then going round the table you're going to be playing a card from your hand, those wonderful Dixit style artwork cards. So when it's your turn, hopefully if you know the word, you can look through your hand and try and find one that you think really works. The person that doesn't know the word is quickly looking around the table and going, okay, well everyone's playing stuff with water, I have one with water in my hand, I'll play that. You do 2 rounds of that around the table, so everyone's played 2 cards, and then you must explain why you played them. Now the brilliant thing about this is that even people that knew the word can't always come up with a good reason. Some people just say, I had really bad cards, don't pick me. Because at the end you're going to be trying to pick who didn't know the word, and then points are going to be awarded sort of for who's guessed correctly that it was that person, and they get points if not many people have guessed them and stuff like that. The points are almost forgettable. It's fun though to try and sort of, it kind of is, deceive your sort of friends around the table into thinking you knew the special chosen word. It's a lot of fun. The artwork is glorious. Number 6 is a game which is slightly contentious. Not everyone will like it, but when you've got a lot of people round the table, why not point foam guns at each other in Cash and Guns? It's a very simple premise. You have some bangs and some click cards. You're going to choose one of those at the start of the round, either loading your gun with a bullet or sort of bluffing that you have done that. Then everyone is going to go 3, 2, 1 and point their foam gun at someone. Now one player, the Godfather, is going to be able to get someone to move, and that's pretty handy to have. But then you have to work out, do I want to stay in? I've got a couple of people aiming at me, but maybe they're not actually going to shoot me. And you get sort of quite a good sort of bluffing angle. You can sort of be like, well, they've shot a couple of people, so they might not have many bullets. But if you stay in and you've survived, There's cards that give you more bullets, cards that give you artwork that stacks up in value. There's just diamonds, which give you money, money cards, which obviously also give you money. And whoever has the most money at the end, well, they win. You can be eliminated, you can house rule that out. There's wounds that you can heal. And it's a lot of fun. Not everyone will sort of appreciate foam guns being pointed around. It might not be for a family audience. But with a group of sort of adult friends sat around the table, you're going to be quite happy pointing foam guns at each other. And the way you sort of want to stay in to try and claim some of the loot in the middle and push your luck even when there's people aiming at you. It creates a lot of laughs, it creates a lot of in-jokes. It's one of those games where, you know, you can take in sort of your anger from losing previous games where someone screwed you over, and you can screw them back. That is Cash and Guns, a great game. Social deduction games often go well above 6, so this is my final one on the list. It is my personal favourite just from the amount of times that it's hit the table. And when you get the Resistance Avalon, that's what I'm going to be talking about, when you get this back to the table with the same group again and again, you get that brilliant meta build. You know who's normally loud, who's normally quiet around the table. And you can use that, and they can use that. They can bluff by being extra quiet, by trying to be bolder and sort of push you in the direction of who they think is on their team or not on their team. Then in the Resistance Avalon, you've got the special roles where you start not knowing who is on your team, or maybe knowing a little bit of different information. It's got a lot of replayability, even just with the default setup. And at 6 players, it really starts to just work. That is sort of the minimum I'll play it with. And then when you go above that, it works so well because you're shuffling more sort of good guys and more bad guys in. That's when you start getting to swap some bad guy roles out for the special bad guys, special good guys. It's a lot of fun, and the replayability is there in the sort of the box because you've got a load of extra roles ready to spice that experience up. And it means that, you know, you can play multiple games of this back to back and they feel very, very different, which some social deduction games I think can feel a little samey from sort of one game to the next. It's those little roles, additions of roles that can just keep it sort of being that bit different, and that's why the Resistance Avalon is in my collection still after playing it probably close to 100 times, and it will get played more and more, and I'm excited to try and teach it to one of the new sort of groups that I'm playing with. Anyway, that's the Resistance Avalon, a social deduction game to check out. My number 4 is a dexterity game. It is the last dexterity game on the list, and it is one that works with many, many players. The Dice Tower have videos of them playing it with 20 plus people. Some people will say they wouldn't even play it with as low a player count as 6, and that is Pitch Car. Now, it is sort of a game I have got this year. It's been on my list of things to pick up for a number of years after seeing how sort of entertaining it looks. It is a bit like Scalextrics, where you're whizzing cars around a track, but you are flicking these discs round corners, sometimes with barriers, sometimes with not. Bits where there's jumps, there's loop-the-loops, and so much content you can get for this. It's a relatively cheap base game box of like £40 to £50 if you can get it. Then you start buying expansions and then it's not quite so cheap, but it is a really, really good dexterity game which works with a high player count. Like I said, some people wouldn't even start playing this with 6 because when you go to conventions, you can easily get sort of 10 plus people trying to play this at once. You're only going to get 8 discs to flick. in the base game though, so just bear that in mind. It is super, super fun, and you can just create so many different varieties of tracks, even with the base box. I love throwing in jumps and bits where the track thins, and I'm excited to add the loop to my collection as it's just arrived. Use that the next time I build a track, because every time you get an expansion, it blows the amount of tracks that you could make out the water, because you can now change this bit of the track, that bit of the track, wherever you want, and just have a lot of fun flicking discs. It's so simple and yet very, very satisfying to play, and that is Pitch Car. Check it out if you can at a convention, or pick it up and enjoy. There is one genre of games that often has on the box 1 to 100. This is the only one of them on my list here. There were a few I could have gone for, but I've gone for cartographers as my sort of roll and write, or in this case a flip and write for the list. Give everyone a sheet from that pad with a variety of map packs available. Give everyone one of those. As long as they can see the central pile of cards being flipped over, they are able to play. So 6, 7, as long as you can fit around the table, you can easily play this game. And I think actually, because it's a card, you could pass it round a bigger group, where passing dice might sort of be a little awkward. You've got different objectives, and that's what makes cartographers for me. You've got objectives that you're going to score in the different seasons. In each of the scoring objectives, you will be using them twice. So you need to think, right, that's not going to score me yet, so why am I bothering putting forests along the edge, for instance? Well, I could be focusing on building out zones of housing that are big enough to score me points. Yeah, but if you start building those trees now, they'll score you a lot later. And that's a really interesting sort of thing to get your head around. And depending on where you've put the objective cards out, they're going to be very different. And like I said, there's map packs that can create sort of very different experiences, where there's islands rather than just a big map sheet to go on. And there's more coming as well. There's a Heroes version and an original version. They're very similar, but both will play very nicely as long as everyone can see that sort of central card of what they're going to be drawing. You are good to go pretty much with as many people as you want. My number 2 is a fantastic card drafting game, 7 Wonders. Now, I've only got the original version rather than the sort of slightly fancier looking second edition, but they play pretty much identically. Why this works so well is that everyone's drafting simultaneously. Yes, you might have to wait if someone's got a little bit of AP, they're taking a while to draft theirs, and it will sort of slow everyone else down. But for the most part, you look at your hand of cards, you're picking one at the same time everyone else around the table is. So it doesn't matter if you're playing with 3 or 6 or 7, it can work and can be exactly the same time, unless someone slows it down by just sort of thinking through their options. You will want to think through your options, because you can only trade with the people to the left and the right of you, so it doesn't necessarily matter what the person the other side of the table has got. Unless they're collecting a lot of science, and then maybe I don't want this science card to get round the table. So there is still the interaction there. Even at a high player count, you can very much be like looking around, but you really do need to just pay attention mostly to your neighbours for trading and for the military combat. There is a more family friendly version, 7 Wonders Architects, if it's a little sort of above where you'd like to be. But the original 7 Wonders just has brilliant chains where you bought this card in round 1. Well, that means you can get this other card free in round 2 rather than paying the resources which you don't have. Well, that's a really cool thing to aim for. There's so many different strategies, so many different cards that allow you to score in different ways? Are you going to go for science? Are you going to try and bully your neighbours with military? Are you going to just build these blue buildings that give you points? Are you going to try and get a lot of resources, or are you just going to try and get a lot of gold and buy it from the people next to you? It's all there, and it's super, super quick because it's all simultaneous, and there's 7 wonders. Check it out. And last but certainly not least, my number 1 game, although they're kind of all brilliant, for 6 or more players is just one. Whether it's at the start of a game night, the end of a game night with friends or family, just one really sort of ticks a lot of fun boxes. You are on your turn taking a card from the deck, not looking at it, and saying a number between 1 and 5. That's going to be the word everyone else can see. That's going to be the word that they're giving you a clue to. Now the twist is that if 2 people try and give you the same clue, you don't get it, 2 or more people. Which is why it works so well at high player counts. You've got so much more chance of 2 or 3 or 4 people writing the same clue. You have to be vague. But if everyone's vague, is it going to be obvious enough? Are the clues going to make sense? And you can pass, you can succeed or fail, and you can track that. But to be honest, when you've played it enough, you just try and go through as many cards as you've got time for. People can drop in and drop out, and it just works at high player counts because of that massive amount of potential to cross over. We've had it where 7 people have been sat round the table and the person had no clues because everyone had managed to cross with someone else. So like 4 people had put like the same word, single word down, and then like the other 3 had wiped themselves out as well. And it was like, well, I've got nothing to go on, so I think we'll pass. It's just a really easy game to teach, a really fun game to play, and you get sort of those great in-jokes and all that sort of stuff coming out as you're trying to give clues that no one else would, to try and get that success in. And often that leads to people going, I have no idea what that means. I know what that means, but I don't know how it links to any of the other words. And it's just, yeah. Just one. It won lots of awards, and rightfully so. It's a brilliant game and worked really well for 6 or more players. But what games have I missed? What is your favourite game for 6 or more players? Like I said, there were quite a few that were up to 6 that I had to discount, like Downforce and such. But let me know what your choices would have been in the comment section below, and enjoy the rest of the Summer Spectacular.
Hello, everybody. How are you? I hope you're enjoying the Dice Tower Summer Spectacular. My name is the Brandt.
I'm Amby.
I'm Anthony.
And we are here to bring you 9 water-themed games, I think is what we want to talk about. We're each going to talk about 3 games. Mine are themed around water. What have you got, Amby?
Mine have water in them.
Somewhere in the rule book, there's water. I did games with water as a resource.
Nice. So yeah, we thought of water. We thought of summertime. And I don't know, my favorite place to be in the summer is water because it is hot. And I like to be cold. So that is my preferred. So the first game I'm actually excited to talk about, it's a brand new game from Phil Walker Harding, and it is called Planted. And this is a like next step game from Sushi Go, which is also Phil Walker Harding. And it's a card drafting, but then it adds resource management. So you are growing house plants. You have to draft sunlight, plant food, water. And then you can also get tools that will kind of give you bonuses as you draft cards. And you can get decorations for your inside, you know, different knickknacks to put along with your house plants or hang them on racks or whatever it would be. And you get house plants and you're drafting cards and you can get more plants. And then at the end of each round, you spend your resources to water, feed, and grow your plants. But any leftover resources you have to discard. So you have to kind of work your way through. So it's a really nice next step game. And the production is awesome. It's a really good looking game for the price point that it is. So that is Planted from Buffalo Games and Phil Walker Harding.
Cool.
Nice. Yeah, I just heard about this game for the first time, like maybe a week ago. And the theme is something that's definitely right up my alley. It sounds kind of very similar to, I guess, the third in that kind of trilogy that Cascadia Calico is in. Is that Verdant or Verdant? I'm not sure how you say that.
Yeah, I
But
haven't played
also
that one.
Houseplant specific. Yeah. No, I don't think that one came out yet. That's
Oh,
I think is in production now. Kickstarter was a while ago, but yeah. Anything with plants in it, I'm definitely on board.
nice.
I'm not very good with houseplants. So my first game in the list is Flashpoint Fire Rescue, which is a hot game, like summer. No. But this is a cooperative game where you're firefighters trying to save people in a burning down house, and you use water to put out the fires. Yeah, so that's where the water comes in. But it's a good family cooperative game. One of the early cooperative games that I played, and you're all different firefighters. You get different powers if you play the advanced mode, and you're like going around trying to put out fires. And then like it takes 2 steps. They go to smoke, and then they get put out. But if there's smoke, they can like come back to fire, and then like fires just spread everywhere. And it gets very difficult to contain the fire. And so I like that theme. The theme is fun, and the game is like a fun, easy learn and play game. Fun cooperative game. So that's Flashpoint Fire Rescue.
Yeah, it's a great choice.
Yeah, I love Flashpoint. That was actually the first game that I purchased in the
Oh.
in the new hobby, so to speak, and I played it a lot solo, even though I don't think there was really a solo mode. But I wanted to learn the rules so badly that I was playing it by myself constantly to be able to teach it to somebody else. But yeah, that's a great pick. All right, so my first pick here with a water resource in the game is a Haba game, which they make generally a lot of kids games, but they do have a pretty good amount of games for grown-ups as well. And this one's called Hanga. So this takes place in prehistoric times, and the really cool thing about this game is the cards that you're using to basically pick your actions are round, and they're in 4 quarters. So when you place them on one of these spots on the board, whichever it points to is what you're doing that many times in that particular spot. There's a lot of different ways to do stuff in the game, a lot of choices, a lot of ways to score points. But the title character is the saber-toothed tiger who's in the middle of the board. And no matter what card you put down, you kind of want to make sure that at least one of the actions goes to Hanga. He needs to be pet every now and again. He's very self-conscious, I guess. But if you ignore him, he will then come to your personal player board and turn by turn start consuming your food, your resources. And in addition to, I think, fish and I'm forgetting now, there's a couple more, but water is one of them, which you can use to trade up and get different goods, get points that way, and things like that. Really cool production on Hanga, although my one complaint, and it's funny, Ambi, because the first time I saw this happen was Crystal did this live on stream. She broke the Hanga board when she was just holding it up.
Yeah,
and then maybe like, a couple of years later, I was setting mine up and it just like snapped. And I was like, oh my God, what is this? But yeah, great game, Hanga, good entry-level action selection game with water.
Yeah, those Haba games are so good. And those like chunky meeples are so much fun, and chunky resources. They're just so fun to have. And that's kind of cool. Like, playing those and trying to predict what the other players are doing and who's going to get Hanga. It's just
I haven't seen any other games that have that mechanism that way. The way that you put the circular card down. It's pretty cool.
Nice.
Cool.
All right, my next one is I expect my next 2 are big games. I think the last time we were together, we did chill games, and I did a lot of small box games. I was doing big box games this time. So this is an absolutely gorgeous production, and this is Tidal Blades. It's from Skybound Tabletop and Druid City, and Mr. Cuddington did all the art, and it is just absolutely gorgeous. This is really a hybrid game, is the easiest way to describe it. There's a lot of things in here, but it's worker placement. It's a little bit of resource management and some card play. The probably most recognizable part here is that you're going to upgrade your dice, or kind of the most exciting part is you get dice that you roll. You can either like compete in it's kind of like an Olympics, like a seaside Olympics on various islands. But then there's monsters that attack. So sometimes you have to, as the defenders of the island, you have to go fight and defend them off during these Tidal Blades Olympics, or competitions. And you can upgrade your dice to various things. So you can roll more symbols, and then your player boards have all these wheels where you can upgrade your different stats. So it's got like a little RPG element to it. It's a really, really fun game. It's really interesting. And now they're expanding the world. There's a new like Banner Festival card trick-taking game that they're doing, and then the like kind of RPG dungeon crawl game is the next one. So all the games are different. They're just in the same world. But this was the first one, the first Tidal Blades, kind of the big Euro worker placement game.
I have not played that one yet.
I have not either, but it sounds pretty cool. Spinning
cool.
wheels on the
It's
board
awesome.
sounds like a lot of fun.
Yeah, no, there's a lot to it, but it's really good.
My next game is also a big game, kind of. It's called Container. I actually don't have the big jumbo anniversary edition, which is bigger, I guess. But Container is a economic game, and the water comes in the theme because you're building containers, like shipping containers, and shipping them around. So like the board has the ocean in there, and you have these ships, these big ships that you put the containers on, and they go in the ocean to this island in the middle. But it's a heavy economic game. You're producing the containers and then like storing them in your warehouses and then putting them into the ships and then putting them into the island, and then you're bidding on the containers to buy the containers, and each person has like different prices for the different colors of containers that they want to buy. But at each stage you're selling it to other people, or like you set your own price. So like you produce when you produce the goods, then like you sell it to someone else to store in their warehouse, and then they sell it to someone else to put on their ships. So you're like going back and forth and setting the price each time. So there's a big internal economy there. And the only time like external money gets put in is when there's the bid for the containers in the island. So that's like the last step. And then like sometimes money from the bank goes in. So like there's a lot of money going back and forth, and you're trying to make sure you price things so that other people will actually buy from you, because you can't do anything without other people interacting with you, which is really fun. So that's Container. There's a lot of water. But yeah, it's a economic game.
Cool.
I'm always interested in how many economic systems there are, like fully closed, partially closed, markets that change. Like, it's just interesting how many different ways you can work with economic games. So I've never played Container, but I'd love to try it.
Does it have cool components, or are they like just tokens?
I have the old, it does have cool components. I have the old version, which has like big ships that are kind of, I'm not sure what they're made out of. And then like the containers themselves are just like wooden blocks, long
cool.
blocks. But then the new jumbo version, I think everything is like bigger. So like the containers are like 3D printed or like plastic this big. Yes, no, they're maybe like this big or something.
Full size container.
Yeah.
Right, they drop it in your driveway. It's like, all right, well, my second game here with water involved does have some cool components as well. Good production value, and that is Parks. Definitely a popular one. This is a game where you're going to be sending two hikers along a trail that's made up of different tiles, and you'll do that, I think, 4 times, one for each season, 3 or 4 times, and you'll shuffle them up and add 1 or 2 as the seasons go, so the trail's going to get bigger. But anyway, as you move to each spot, you'll collect resources. You could also basically exchange those resources to visit these national parks. Those are the main way to get points. You can also take pictures, and there's a little bit of bonus for things here and there. But one of the resources, one of the tokens that you can get on those spots is water droplets. There's also a canteen that can hold some water as well. I mean, this game is just absolutely gorgeous. When you first open this game, if you know anything about like modern board games, you might confuse it for the deluxe version of a game or like the Kickstarter exclusive, because the pieces and the components and the insert is just so awesome. So Parks is great, beautiful artwork, and a very entry-level game, really. Once you do a turn or two, you totally get it. And it's really fun to look at. The artwork's great. Parks, A+.
Yeah, I haven't played it, but it looks really nice. And like the theme is really cool for appealing to a wide audience too.
Definitely. Yeah, I've always said that there's definitely a theme for everyone out there to get them into the hobby if they've not heard of this at all. It's like, hey, do you like hiking? Here's like 7 games I could show you that are about that.
Yeah, Parks is one of those games you just see everywhere. You see it at hobby stores, you see it at department stores, you see it in parks, right?
Yeah.
They sell it in the stores in the parks, which is just such a neat thing that the hobby can keep growing because people can access from so many different ways. So
yeah, for sure.
All right, my final game is the biggest of the games. And it's so big that you get expansions and big boxes that go along with it. So this is Heroes of Land, Air, and Sea, or Giant, Tiny, Epic Heroes of Land, Air, and Sea, because it's, Scott Alms and Gamelin Games, and they make all those tiny epic, but then they make Heroes of Land, Air, and Sea. So when other people ask me, what's your favorite tiny epic game, I always say Heroes of Land, Air, and Sea. But it is a giant box. Have any of you played this?
No.
I have not.
Oh, it's awesome. So it is like a 4X game, but it's just really smooth. You can play with a lot of players. I think you can actually play it up to like 7. There's like a big mat you can lay out if you get it, and then everybody's got their own island. Then you can actually, one of the expansions has like a floating plate that goes in the sky for like the birds faction that they can float above the table. They're on a stand, it's really neat. So what it does to kind of keep everybody engaged is you take an action by kind of putting your workers, they can eat, like you have your different characters for your faction, and they can either move around the board or you can use them as workers in your castle to take actions. And when I take an action, like let's say I'm just going to take the upgrade action, everybody can follow around the table. So it keeps everybody engaged throughout the whole game. And if you want to do kind of the resource collection, there's an avenue for that. Then there's like the fight, like if you defeat somebody, you'll trigger, I can't remember if you trigger the end of the game or they're just out and then that plays one more round or something. But it's kind of got all those different ways that you can play the game. And there's just a ton of factions. I think the base box just has 4, and then you can add a lot from there and mercenaries and other things. But this is definitely one of my favorite 4X games. It plays relatively fast. You're talking 2 hours, I would say, to play, which is fast for those style games. First game can be a little rough, and when you get to 6 and 7 players, you play a final round, and that round can be a little bit long if you get a lot of players. But awesome minis in there, and you build all this 3D boats and planes that things can fly in, and it's all 3D stuff that you build out of cardboard. And it's just really, really fun, and it keeps everybody engaged throughout the game because you keep getting to follow actions. So there's not a lot of time to walk through the table. It's got a really unique combat system where you like play a card, but you get it back and you pay resources to play your cards. It's really neat. That is my my last water themed game.
Most watery.
My most watery game.
That's cool. I like when it has like the follow actions thing, so you're engaged the whole time.
It's very
It's
engaging.
Yeah. How many expansions do you have?
I think there's 2 big boxes, and then like the Kickstarter had mercenaries and stuff that I don't have. That I have friends that have that. So.
Oh, okay. All right. So my final one. I don't think it's the most watery of them. I didn't order it that way, but
that was the fire one. Was the most watery one.
Yeah, probably the fire. Yeah. Well, that container has a lot of water because it's just like old. But anyways, my final one is Cryptid, which is a deduction game. In Cryptid, you're trying to find the location of a cryptid. So there's a hexagonal board, and each player has a different clue as to where the creature is, and you're trying to like figure out what other people's clues are and then where the creature is. And so like the board is split up into different types of terrain, like forests and swamp and water. and then there's like animal locations and like structures and stuff. And so the clues are like, the cryptid can be in the forest or in the mountains, or like the cryptid is within 2 spaces of cougar territory or something, or like within 3 spaces of a blue structure. So you have that one clue, and then everyone else has a different clue, and together all those clues just point to one spot on the board. And each turn you're asking you ask someone like, oh, can the cryptid be here? And they say yes or no. And the way that works is they place a token on the board, like a cube means no, and the little disc means yes. So those all stay on the board. So like as you play, all these cubes and discs are all over the board of the different player colors. So you're like, okay, so this person, it can be here and here, but not here according to their clue. So you kind of figure out what their clue is. And it can get kind of difficult, especially if there's a lot of players trying to like keep all that information, like, oh, I think that person's clue is this, and then you like forget later. But I really like deduction games, and I think cryptid works really well. I played it again recently at 3 players, which I thought was good because then it's less information to keep track of in your head. But yeah, so cryptid is a really fun deduction game.
Yeah, it's like group deduction, but then I want to be the person when we all kind of are working together to figure it out that figures it out so I can win, you know?
Yeah.
It's like race, it's like co-op until,
yeah.
I guess it's never really
Well,
co-op, but
it's
you're
not really
trying to
co-op.
get
You're
clues
like-
off of each other, right? So
Yeah, when we played, I was like, oh, I know this person's thing, I think. And then someone else was like, oh, you do? Okay, then I should probably know it by
oh
now.
yeah, that definitely happens. For sure, yeah. Wait, if you know, I should know.
Yeah, and like, oh, okay.
That's a great point, yes.
All right, so my last pick here, my most watery game. I guess it's funny, Brant, that you said it's cooperative until a point, because that's kind of like this game's tagline. This is called Galapagos, and it's cooperative up to a point. Galapagos is a really immersive semi-co-op game where you're all on a deserted island trying to get off before this giant storm comes. So there's cards that tell you how close, the weather. That's kind of like the timetable of the game. But when it's your turn, you can do a few things. You can gather some resources like water, but you can also go fishing. And then you could also try to get some wood, because at game end, like when the storm comes, you have X amount of rafts that you got built throughout the game by cooperating, and X amount of people that are still around. And if there's too many people and not enough rafts, well, someone's not going to make it. And that's where, the really cutthroat stuff comes in. I mean, this game is really, really mean. Everything you do is going to be suspicious, but then sometimes you can just blatantly do things. You can keep stuff to yourself. You can use it as a bargaining chip. It's really, really fun. I've played a game of this where I kind of played incorrectly at this point, but it was such a great story that it's so memorable, and I keep telling it every time I bring this game up. You gather a lot of different cards in the game that are different items. Some of them are just straight up food or water, and then there's others that are completely useless. In fact, it says on the card, this item is useless. It's like a toilet brush or something. But you can also get guns, and as long as you have a gun and bullets, you can eliminate people. And so I was playing a 3-player game, and I had a gun and 2 bullets in my hand. And I was like, oh man, I cannot wait for them to try to vote me off. I'm just going to go, ballistic. And I was like, oh, gun, ammo, like what, like this? And I was like, bah, 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 bah. And then my friends were like, we have this. They both had metal sheets to like protect themselves, like from Back to the Future. And I was like, oh. So then when it came time to vote, you can kind of guess who was getting voted off the island. It was me. But, that's a game that, yeah, pretty much. Every time we play that game, it's a different outcome. And because there's so much going on, it makes for really good back and forth. And it's just a fun, it borders on a party game. You could probably argue that it is. But yeah, it's a blast. Galapagos, if you've never heard of it, check it out. Comes also with some nice, cool components. They have, the way you can gather more cards is there's a 3D shipwreck card holder that you build. And one of the things you can do on your turn, instead of gathering resources, is you can swim out to the wreck and draw some cards, which, raises some eyebrows if you're not contributing to the general good of the group. But that's how you get things like guns and ammo and toilet brushes. So there's that. Yeah, that's Galapagos, surrounded by water. So there you go.
Nice. Awesome. We're going to wrap it up here and let you get back to your summer spectacular. But before we go, we're each going to say our favorite water to spend time in the summer. All right. So I'm the Brandt. My favorite place to hang out in the summer is the ocean. I am a beach person. That's my favorite water. How about you, Ambi?
Well, I'm not much of a beach person. So, or I don't actually like go swimming much nowadays. So,
Feet in the kiddie pool?
no, I don't have a kiddie pool. So,
Oh no.
well, my kids have a water table. So I'll
There
say
you
that.
go.
The
Water table. Love it.
There you go. There you go. I enjoy the beach. I do tend to like camping a little bit better than beach going. So I'd say I'd choose river for that question.
All right, river.
Okay.
Awesome. Well, there's 9 water themed, water resource, water games for you. Check these out and put your favorite in the comments down below. Thanks so much, everybody, and have a great summer. Bye.